Valley Sports West, the heart of the fan. In the television era of baseball, certain moments have been appointment viewing. The shot heard around the world. Cal Ripken Jr. becoming baseball's Iron Man. The epic home run chase of 1998.
There it is! 62! Touch first, Mark. You are the new single-season home run king.
Over the last 2 seasons,
Swing and a miss! That's 12!
every time Shohei Ohtani has been on our screen,
He has done it! His second 3-run jack of the night.
fans have been glued to their seats. Because if you're not watching,
Is he looking to go back-to-back? He is!
you might miss history.
It is in there! A career-high 13 strikeouts for Shohei Ohtani.
Tonight, for the final time this season in front of the home crowd, the greatest two-way player in the history of baseball is going to make some more unforgettable memories.
This one is gone!
Get to your seats, because you won't want to miss it.
That doesn't get you fired up. I don't know what will on Shohei Day from the Big A. Welcome, everybody, to Angels Live, presented by your Southern California Cadillac dealers right here on Valley Sports. It is that time again. Shohei Ohtani set to make the second to last start of the season, his last start at the Big A in 2022. Yes, it's going to be showtime. Matt Birch, the stats guru for the Halos, will join us with Erica Wesson to tell you why, by the numbers, that man right there should be the AL MVP again. And Mike Trout is mic'd up the entire game. We're going to have reaction and excerpts from that throughout the course of the game. And, of course, in our post-game show. But right now, it's our pre-game show. Ken French alongside 2 Halo Hall of Famers and Tim Salmon. That is Garrett Anderson. Get fired up, fans. It is going to be a lot of fun. And, guys, you can feel a buzz every time he takes the hill at the Big A. I mean, what gets you most excited about Shohei Ohtani, especially considering this is his last start in front of the hometown fans?
I tell you what, I'm thinking something special is going to happen tonight. I mean, Shohei Ohtani has that unique ability as one of the superstars in the game where he can flip that switch. GA, we talk about this all the time. Certain guys just have the ability to flip the switch. I know Shohei Ohtani is aware of everything going on out there in the media, the way that they're giving Judge all this love. I have a feeling he's going to go out there and make a statement tonight, a big game. I mean, what if he threw a no-hitter? Would that be?
Would not surprise us, though, right?
Would that just wake everybody on the East Coast up right now? But I almost feel like he's going to do something special on the mound and something special at the plate tonight.
Yeah, I get excited every time I see
I can tell you're excited.
I do. I am.
Yeah.
I'm excited. The heart is
really
the
excited
heart
right
is
now.
just beating right now. But no, I mean, to see a two-way player I mean, in the modern day era, what's baseball, and with all the analytics and everything, and everybody knows about you, he continues to go out there and just be better than everybody on both sides of the ball.
All right, I'm so excited. I knocked Tim Salmon's water all over the place. Oh, my gosh. Watch yourself over here. Hey, let's watch Shohei Ohtani and what he's done on the hill so far this season. Boy, has he had a run. His last start at the Big A, September 17th, 7 shutout innings against Seattle. His last 5 starts, Tim, 4-0 with a 1.13 ERA. He's got 203 Ks on the year. I mean, he has ramped up his performance since September 1.
Well, he has, and you got to go back to his last start in the Minnesota. What it really wasn't a very good start. He only went 5 innings. You had the rain delay. He had 7 walks in that, or 6 walks in that game. It really wasn't his best game. So those numbers kind of cloud a little bit how good he's been doing. You go back to that outing right before that against Seattle. He was completely dominant. I mean, at the plate, on the mound, he completely took that game under his own, hands and made the team win that day. So this is a guy that has had a phenomenal finish to the season. We talked about last year how great of an offensive season it was. This year, he's put a stamp on, hey, I'm going to be a great pitcher. And for a guy that goes out there, he's played in 150 some odd games, and he's going out there and towing the rubber every 6 days. To do what he's been able to do on the mound is just phenomenal.
So GA, he needs 9 innings to qualify. He's got 2 starts to go in the regular season. Phil Nevin should not just even think about going out there and getting him, should he?
No.
Just put a seatbelt on.
I got to imagine Shohei probably wouldn't want to come out of the game. But when you look at what he's done and you really dig into his numbers, starting pitchers really don't control their records at all, largely. Yeah. And he has done a great job on a team that hasn't scored a ton of runs when he's out there. So to be 14-8 is phenomenal. Yeah. It's better than what you would think it is. So I think it's kind of a disservice that baseball's kind of largely ignored what he's been doing, I guess because we're on the West Coast.
Well, GA, that's a great point because we talked about that. The last homestand was the fact that he's probably got 5 or 6 outings where he should have won, gave up 1 run, 2 runs, should have won a game. If he was playing for the Astros or a team that was winning, he would have that record that he'd be pushing maybe a 20-game winner right now. Sure. You're a 20-game winner as a two-way player. That's just unbelievable.
The irony in his last start in Minnesota with the rain, went 5 innings of 2 earned runs, gave it 6 walks, and he got a win. Yeah. Which is just how things have gone this year. I'll tell you what, though, as we talk about this MVP race, we've been knocking on the door of it a little bit. We're going to do a deep dive into it here on this pregame show. So let's transition to hitting. He had a hit last night. Oh, by the way, GA, 13-game hitting streak right now for Shohei Ohtani continues to be a career best. During that streak, 354, 6 doubles, 5 RBI, 7 RBI shy of 100 for the second career year.
I mean, if he wasn't a starting pitcher, he would be largely mentioned in the MVP race. So that just shows you how phenomenal this is. And to add, he's had 2 starts in that 13-game hitting streak. So it's just incredible to just keep adding to it.
Yeah, when you break down his rankings, I mean, he's in like top 10 in like everything. But here's a ranking that people don't realize. We got Albert Pujols doing what he's doing, talking about getting his legs under him. To hit and to pitch, you have got to have your legs under you. This guy goes out there, and he's the fastest guy in the field. He has the fastest time to first base. He continually runs everything out hard. He's breaking up double plays on days he's pitching. All that stuff that he's doing offensively right there and on the mound, it takes having legs. It takes having your bottom half. This is a guy that is not only has the bottom half, he goes out there at the elite level running, and that's something we don't really talk about. He's an elite runner on the field. So, again, he's just he's a unicorn. He's that perfect athlete, that robo baseball player. It's just amazing to see what he's able to do.
My daughter said he's an alicorn because an alicorn has wings. It's a unicorn with wings, Tim. Let's get that straight. By the way, the last time he played here at the Big A, he had the 7 shutout innings. He scored the winning run and had an RBI. You don't see a guy taking over a game offensively and defensively the way he has been. And, oh, by the way, if you give him 3 runs, he's 11-0. Let's give him at least 3 runs here tonight. Okay, so Aaron Judge on the other side of the United States has been doing something very special as well. Don't take anything away with what he has accomplished, GA. That is 61, tying Roger Maris, who had the American League record and Yankees record set back in 1961. His mom and Roger Maris Jr. in the stands. A special night. Yes, but we've seen this before. This isn't creating history. He's chasing history.
He is chasing history, but at the end of the day, I mean, he's had a phenomenal season. To hit 61 home runs, maybe more than that. It's just, I can't be a hater. I mean, I would like to be, but I can't. I just respect his talent. He's done a great job this year.
Hey, in any year, he's having a phenomenal year. I mean, but again, there's so much of the media bias is talking about the 61 home runs and 62 setting the record, almost like they're negating those other names because maybe they're all of a sudden acknowledging, well, that was the steroid era. Well, no, those are still the legit numbers. Those are the numbers he's chasing. I don't hear guys talking necessarily about American League records or National League records. It's the Major League records. So this is really a big deal for the Yankees. I get it, for their organization, Maris, all that kind of stuff. I understand all that excitement, and he's had a phenomenal year. I think the one thing more than the home runs that will really get it for me is if he wins the Triple Crown. That truly is something that gets my attention more than the 61. We've lived through that home run thing. I mean, 73 is the number. I mean, you know, that the home runs don't get me really going right now.
And he's doing it in a walk year.
Yeah, that's impressive. Yeah,
that is impressive. So, by the way, with the Triple Crown right now, he's second in average to Luis Arias of the Twins, but leading in the other two categories. So every time we talk MVP, it starts with, well, how's the team doing? Is he, you know, getting his team to the postseason? You know, Major League Baseball set a precedent years ago. That doesn't matter. These are MVPs on a losing team. GA, these are some pretty darn good players. You look at the Banks and Dawson years back with the Cubs.
They are great players, and I think it's really an outdated argument. I think they have to come up with something new because there are a ton of great players every year, and you have to figure out who's the best player, bottom line, and then you can have an argument. I guess that's why we have an MVP, so the media can have an argument who is or who isn't. You know, it fills articles and it fills time. But, you know, when you look at these players, it's just, you can't deny any of them.
You know, what to me, when I look at MVP, yeah, you can say, is it truly about the player that had the biggest impact on his team? I think we've just said that's not necessarily the case. To me, it's the biggest storyline. It's the player that has the biggest impact on the game. And, you know, Judge has had a great storyline. He's had a great impact on the game all year long. But Ohtani has the same worldwide. I mean, from the game, from Major League Baseball's, you know, from the ivory towers up there, he's the guy they're turning the TV on, you know, 24 or 12 hours later over in the Asian, you know, part of the world. And I mean, that's the storyline to me. That's what makes him the MVP. He's the most valuable player in the game. Those other guys, hey, that were on those losing teams, they were the story. They had good years, but they were storylines for the game of baseball. And I think, to me, that's where it kind of comes down to, because, you know, I don't think it necessarily is about the team. You know, it's a team game. You got 25 whatever other players that have to make a difference in the game.
He's not chasing history. He's creating history. Not only is he the MVP, he's the most outstanding player. You got to put all those things together, and that is Shohei Ohtani. As we take our first time out here on Angels Live, coming at you from the Big A. When we do come back there, more on Showtime. Matt Birch, Angels stats guru, joins us next.
A Cadillac is more.
Are the first images.
Hello, everyone.
You don't have to leave the solar system to watch MLB Network. Just sign in with your TV provider info at MLBnetwork.com or through the MLB app. MLB Network, just about anywhere in the known universe.
Your Southern California Cadillac dealer. Shohei set to take to the hill the third and final game against the Oakland Athletics, and Angels going for the series sweep. As we welcome you back outside of the Big A and underneath the big hat, Kent French, Tim Salmon, Garrett Anderson with you. We continue our conversation regarding Shohei Ohtani and the fact that he should be the AL MVP for the second straight year, and there is no one better with the Angels than Matt Birch, the senior communications manager, who is our stats guru. And these are some of the tweets that he puts out on a daily basis. And gents, when you look at these, he's just basically, Tim, putting things in perspective in a way that only numbers can tell the story.
Well, he is. I mean, he's on top of everything. I mean, that's the guy we go to when anytime you have a question. But he's going to say something in his interview about Pedro and the big unit. I tell you what, you get mentioned in a sentence with those two guys, those are Hall of Famers. He's amazing.
It's all about it, GA, all about the numbers. But right now, it's all about an interview because Erica Weston went to the stores, recently sat down with Matt Birch to have him tell us why Shohei, there's no one else like him.
All right, guys, thanks very much. If you haven't started following PR Stats Maven Matt Birch on Twitter just yet, you're going to have to do so tonight from the Harvard of the West, so you know that this information is going to be hard-hitting, and he is bringing the heat about Shohei Ohtani. Let's school some people on how good and historic this season has been, starting with the conversation about he's going to qualify. What does that mean?
So to qualify for the league leaders, right now he needs 9 more innings pitched on the season. So he's got the 1 start tonight and 1 more coming up next week in Oakland. If he gets 9 total innings, whenever you look at the historical list of league leaders for ERA, strikeouts per 9, any of those rate-related stats, he'll be in there for the end of the season numbers. And he's going to be in the top 5 in a lot of those categories based on that. And the Angels haven't even had that many pitchers in general qualify for the league leaders over the last several years. And for Shohei to be the one to do that on top of another qualified season as a hitter as well is just unforeseen. Nobody's ever done that in the history of baseball, to qualify as both a hitter and a pitcher in one season.
The numbers never lie, and we're starting with that one. Okay, let's talk about his season numbers. 14 wins, 2.47 ERA, nearly 12 strikeouts per 9 innings this season. Birchie, where does that stand in a historical perspective, and what other names have been in that territory?
So very, very few have hit all 3 of those numbers in one season. Right now, if that holds up for Shohei, it would just be Shohei this season, Randy Johnson, and Pedro Martinez in the history of baseball. That's it. So those 3 guys, it's a pretty elite group of pitchers, and that's not even having anything to do with all of the amazing offensive numbers that Shohei is doing, too. As a pitcher, just on the mound, he's among the best all-time in baseball history.
And he also has 30-plus home runs as a hitter. Okay, let's talk about some of the incredible milestones he had this season in some of his games, and 2 of them happened in back-to-back games in the series against the Royals. Walk us through what happened in the historical context of that.
Yeah, so that series against the Royals, one night he goes out there as a hitter, puts up a career-high 8 RBI, follows that up the next day with 13 strikeouts on the mound as a pitcher. Nobody ever has had a game with 8 RBI as a hitter and a 13 strikeout game as a pitcher at any point in their careers. And Shohei did that in back-to-back days.
Not to mention, again, just to kind of put the point on that, the cherry on top, those were in back-to-back games, which is truly remarkable. Okay, so Birchie, for everybody that comes back to you and says 13 strikeouts against the Royals, but they're a struggling ball club, how did he fare against the 2 2021 league champion winners?
Yeah, so he's made several starts against the Astros this year and has pitched really, really well in those 5 games. But his first start of the year in Houston, he took a perfect game into the 6th inning. He also had that start coming out of the All-Star break in Atlanta where he carried a 1-hitter into the 7th inning. Again, nobody ever has had a 1-hitter or a no-hitter bid that deep into a game against both teams from the previous year's World Series. Just Shohei.
Just Shohei. Last one, we're giving an honorable mention of all of the remarkable things that he's done this season. A favorite pitching performance from Shohei this season?
Yeah, so one of my favorite games this year was back in May when we were in Boston. Shohei pitched 7 scoreless innings against the Red Sox. He had 29 swings and misses, which still nobody this season has had more in any game this year. And to top it off, he had a 104-mile-per-hour hit off the Green Monster that knocked his own number off the wall on the manual scoreboard out there. So Fenway Park, you don't really see the pitcher having an at-bat ever out there. So to have him have the at-bat, be the first person since Babe Ruth to bat that high in the batting order at Fenway and knock his number off the wall by just hitting the ball so hard to literally knock it off the monster.
Yeah, not only was it one of his best pitching performances of the year, it was in a place where Babe Ruth also played, and also the fun note about knocking the 17 off the wall. If you needed any more case as to why Shohei is the MVP, he's your guy. He proved it. Well done. Thank you, my friend.
Thanks, Erica.
All right, guys.
Matt Birch, the best in the business. Taking the time out here on the program. When we do come back, Mike Trout, he's the best in the business. And tonight, Mike Trout will be mic'd up.
Evan Longoria, a guy last year who was one of the catalysts to a surprising Giants team.
Meet Evan Longoria. He's watching MLB Network.
Back, dude. Longo's hitting with big-time power. Still that
because that's what baseball fans do.
Here we go, Longo, 2022.
couple treats for you. Of course, Shohei Ohtani on the hill in the third and final game against the Athletics. But Mike Trout will be mic'd up. No, it's not the first time it's happened. We're going to remind you the last time he did it. We go back to September 4th of 2020 against the Astros.
First pitch looked like a changeup, like sinker. I thought you threw your changeup first pitch. Baby too simple, yeah. 3-0, bro. He ain't come close. But I didn't see a heater, and everybody's telling me a cut. Good thing I didn't swing because it like sank a little bit. Hey, tomorrow you gotta wear a sweater. It's gonna be cold.
I smell punchy. I smell punchy.
I can't look at you, bro. All this pads, it still hits me. Why are you framing that all the time? All the time. I can't hit with him by the plate, man. Hey, I get the 2 strikes. He goes, here come Punchy. My last at bat, I get the 2 strikes. He looks up at me, he goes, here come the Punchy.
Good stuff when the boys agree to put a mic on. Cannot wait for Mike Trout to see what he has to say, especially on Shohei Day, the Big A. Tim, GA, I'm going to start with you. Do you ever wear a mic? Do you ever agree to such a thing?
I didn't. I mean, it was kind of not a big thing when we played, right? And it was one of those deals that I wouldn't have been comfortable doing it just because it draws a bunch of unwanted attention. But I got to tell you, I really enjoyed that piece. It kind of reminded me of a kid when we'd watch the football follies.
Yes,
right?
yes.
I hear all the sideline banner. I'm like, wow, yeah, we need more of that. That's pretty cool to hear Mike Trout talking, especially, you know, the stuff he's looking for at the plate.
And it gives the fans a sense of some of the chatter that you guys do have on the field that we're not privy to, right, Jim?
The fans want to hear that. I mean, that's why TV's been trying to crawl in the locker rooms and dugouts. So they want to hear the banter. They want to hear all the small talk that the guys do. So I would never did it, and I'm kind of with Tim that it would have been too much of a distraction for me.
Yeah, I would like to see, though, and we're really looking forward to this, to having Shohei on the hill, having Trout, and see what type of interaction, if any, he has with this starting pitcher here tonight.
Well, and also just to hear the awe.
Yes,
as
absolutely,
he's watching it, you know, what's he seeing from center field, and how impressed is he?
All right, we're going to take one more time out here on the program. When we do come back, though, we're going to show you who will be in the lineup backing up Shohei Ohtani as he is on the hill and, of course, at the plate against the A's.
Baseball's biggest moments are live on MLB Big Inning. MLB.tv's nightly show takes you from game to game for all the grand slams, no-hitters, walk-offs, and more as they happen.
Wow, he can do it all!
Don't miss the ultimate baseball highlight reel.
This is some kind of awesome.
After your game ends, the action's just heating up on MLB Big Inning. Every night on MLB.tv.
Participating SoCal McDonald's. Download and register on the McDonald's app. Those have to be some of the cutest kids I have ever seen. As we welcome you back to the program, Shohei Ohtani on the hill. Look at what he's done at home. Fans hoping of more of the same. ERA at 2, 109 punch outs, 14 walks, and a whip of 85. Who's going to be backing up Shohei in the lineup? Well, of course, Shohei will, because that's what Shohei Ohtani does. If you look at the top four, Tim, very similar to what we've seen over the last couple weeks. I know continuity is a huge thing for both you guys, and that's what we've seen with this lineup.
Well, it's continuity and it's depth. I mean, to have David Fletcher back in the lineup in the 9-hole, boy, you talk about a guy flipping that lineup to the front. This is a very deep lineup again. This is showing that you got some areas there where you could, get through the big guys, and the back of the lineup can carry the weight.
Yeah, Rengifo, Trout, and Shohei and Ward. What about Fletch coming back? How important is it for Dame to get back in the lineup?
It's very important. I mean, like Tim said, just to flip the lineup over. He's another leadoff hitter at the bottom of the lineup, and it makes it, the lineup even longer.
All right, Fletch in the lineup. Mickey Moniak, though, on the 10-day IL with that left hand contusion. It's about time for Angels baseball. It is showtime from the Big A. Get ready. Showtime is next.
Amazing dinner.
Roberto Clemente, que ha impactado Puerto Rico y el mundo.
Esta pieza que estamos haciendo ahora es porque nos impactó la historia de Clemente.
Roberto Clemente, one of the outstanding baseball players in the game today.
Y no es el deporte, no es la figura, no es los puntos, no es eso, es lo que hizo por la cultura.
I always work with the youth in Puerto Rico, and I would like to keep working with the youth, which it means a lot to me.
West, the heart of the fan. In the television era of baseball, certain moments have been appointment viewing. The shot heard around the world. Cal Ripken Jr. becoming baseball's Iron Man. The epic home run chase of 1998. Over the last 2 seasons,
swing and a miss. That's 12.
Every time Shohei Ohtani has been on our screen,
he has done it! His second 3-run jack of the night.
Fans have been glued to their seats because if you're not watching,
Is he looking to go back-to-back? He is!
you might miss history.
It is in there! A career-high 13 strikeouts for Shohei Ohtani!
Tonight, for the final time this season in front of the home crowd, the greatest two-way player in the history of baseball is going to make some more unforgettable memories.
This one is gone!
Get to your seats, because you won't want to miss it.
We are all witness to the greatest season in baseball history, and it's not even close. In fact, the closest was the season that man had a year ago when he was the unanimous AL MVP. And we are all in agreement, all of us, including Mark Gubaza and myself, that the real MVP is pitching here tonight and hitting third. Where's number 17 for the Angels?
And he's got a hit streak going, too, and he's been unbelievable on the mound. And when you look at his numbers as far as categories in top 10 in the American League on the pitching side, the hitting side, it's absolutely phenomenal. ERA, strikeout, slugging percentage against, OPS against, and also when you look at what he's done with runners in scoring position and extra base hits allowed. Then you go to the hitting side, the runs, the home runs, slugging, OPS, total bases, 69 extra base hits.
Listen, pull up a chair, get ready. You're about to see something very special tonight. A nice little wrinkle. Mike Trout is going to be mic'd up all game. This will be fun.
And here are the first images.
Hello, everyone. You don't have to leave the solar system to watch MLB Network. Just sign in with your TV provider info at MLBnetwork.com or through the MLB app. MLB Network, just about anywhere in the known universe.
Covering the pennant chase? Serious business.
Boys, get on my back. You got no respect for me.
No. Believe in me, baby.
I was playing Tetris, so I'm going to go cross-eyed.
It's no-nonsense analysis straight from the source.
Scotty knows.
I got donuts.
This time of year, we bring our game faces to work.
Whoa, coming at you.
When we're on that couch, we are locked in.
Start flapping my arms.
And 20 RBIs, and he's wearing a microphone for us tonight, as you saw. And Shohei's going for win number 15 and looking to extend his hitting streak. It's all coming up next.
Baseball's biggest moments are live on MLB Big Inning. MLB.TV's nightly show takes you from game to game for all the grand slams, no-hitters, walk-offs, and more as they happen.
Wow, he can do it all!
Don't miss the ultimate baseball highlight reel.
This is some kind of awesome.
After your game ends, the action's just heating up on MLB Big Inning. Every night on MLB.TV.
The
environment is so festive.
Microphone 1 2 1 2. Pack the whole place.
The fans here enjoying what they're seeing at this time.
Marching to the World Baseball Classic.
He's been throughout his career, and he's on a roll right now where he's using all his pitches, so creative with those pitches, and even if he doesn't have one working that day, he'll go to another, and that will dominate during the course of a game. My go-tos for Shohei to have a spectacular game here today, start of the season. He's got chases all night long with his slider. 69 strikeouts. He's got a 37.5 whip percentage on a slider, and then power that arm side fastballs. That will set up curveball, cutter, slider, and splitter throughout this game. That fastball, both the four-seam and now his two-seamer, that sinker.
Absolutely remarkable. Going for win number 15 on the season. To go with his 34 homers, the numbers are just unbelievable. Here is the batting order Ohtani will face. Kemp, Machine Murphy, Brown, Diaz, Capel, Garcia, Langoliers, and Allen. The Angels looking for the sweep of the Oakland A's here at home for the first time since 2017. Let's take a look at the defense going to be backing him up. Joe Adell, Mike Trout, Taylor Ward in the outfield. Infield third to first. You have Luis Rengifo over at third, Soto at short. Welcome back, David Fletcher. Matt Duffy at first, and catching is Max Stassi.
Boy, it's great to have Fletch back at second base, and what he's done, .992 fielding percentage in 37 games at second base. 1 error, 17 double plays turned.
A couple of corresponding moves with Fletcher back in the lineup. Unfortunately, Mickey Moniak had to go on the IL. He was hit in the hand last night. Wish him the very best. Archie Bradley, also forearm strain on the IL, done for the season. And we're underway. Cutter, first pitch, misses to Tony Kemp, 1-0. Four-seamer also off the plate.
And you wonder, after that last start he had in Minnesota where he wasn't comfortable with his landing spot, if there's a little carryover effect. Hopefully that's not the case here, especially early in the game. We get back to those nice fluid mechanics for Ohtani.
27 start of the season, 14th here at the Big A. That's in there. Tony Kemp doesn't think so.
That's in the lower part of the strike zone. Kemp is a guy that will give you always solid long at bats. Works counts pretty well. We'll see a lot of pitches during the course of an at bat.
No, gets the call.
Well, if he's getting those borderline pitches, especially a backdoor break a ball like that, it's going to be a tough one for this lineup for Oakland. Now you're more apt. You thought that 2-0 pitch was down. You definitely thought the 2-1 pitch was off the plate. Now you're more apt to expand the strike zone and see if Shohei can get a chase now get his first punch out.
That's Malaki Moore, home plate umpire, calling the balls and strikes tonight. Here's the 2-2. Count runs full. Kemp just 2 for 11 in his career versus Ohtani. And draws a leadoff walk. Definitely missed. So as you let us know, Tony Kemp worked the count.
Never swung at any pitches. No. That whole at bat. 6 pitches, no swings, worked the walk. Now he's facing Machine, who's had good swings, and they were usually really aggressive on the first pitch.
Machine 3 for 4 versus Ohtani. This is an A's team that is a league low in batting average, 217, also an on-base percentage at 282. They got the leadoff guy aboard.
And Shohei remembers that swing, especially on fastball's first pitch. Kemp, they're pretty successful stealing bases. Shohei Ohtani, the last time out here, showed that A move here. Quick footwork.
2 starts ago, what a game versus Seattle. Single-handedly won that game. But this is typical, right? Ohtani has to get a little feel going in the first.
You go back to that last game in which he walked 6. Part of it was the conditions in Minnesota. Constant drizzle throughout the whole game. For a double play ball, he's got 9 turned behind him this year.
In there, 1-2. And at home, look at this, lowest ERA at home last 2 seasons. The last 2 seasons, minimum 20 starts, top of the list, Shohei Ohtani. Sub-2.
Comfortable on that mound, warming up in the bullpen, carries it into the game.
Ahead of
pretty impressive names on there.
Alcantara, Scherzer, Woodruff, Rodon. Here's the 1-2. That misses, 2-2. Shohei and the Halos rocking those City Connect unis. 7-4 on the season. Wearing the City Connects.
There's that C move from Shohei. We saw the A move against Seattle that one. His footwork was amazing.
That was about the pace of his warm-up throws right there over to first base.
I almost feel because more than likely a secondary pitch here, you might see Kemp going.
That is in there. First strikeout of the night, 1 away.
Especially he got that slider or cutter called above the strike zone. This one catches the zone. Shoulder in there really good, stays on top and snaps that slider. Freezes Machine.
And we have some numbers that we'll show you here tonight on the slider usage and how dominant it has been, how it has improved for Shohei from last year to this. The entire team, in fact. So 1 down, here's Sean Murphy.
In our Hyundai key for the game today, going sticks. The grand illusion that Shohei Ohtani, the different mixes of pitches he will throw during the course of the game. Already doing that, throwing more cutters in the first inning than we've seen in a long time. And he throws a sinker first pitch against Murphy, who hit a home run against Shohei on a slider that was upstairs earlier in the season here at the Big A. And tied him up with another sinker. So there it is, the grand illusion. You're sitting up there, you could tell by that swing by Murphy, goes, what was that? I'm looking breaking ball, splitter. He throws a sinker right on my hands.
He's also probably thinking, man, I'd love to catch this guy someday. Counts 0-2. As we've talked about and has been documented, Shohei 9 innings that he needs to officially qualify as a pitcher. He already qualifies as a hitter, so he would make history there. It's never happened in the World Series era.
Upstairs, and Murphy on that. That was well above the strike zone. So he went two-seamer, two-seamer, four-seamer. And Shohei also remembers that slider he hit out. We said throughout the series, Murphy is really good on pitches upstairs. Yep. So 96, 95, 98. Here we are in the first inning.
The slider that he got machine on, I mean, it was all over the plate. He just was not looking for that pitch. See what he goes with here, 0-2.
That was a good one there. A little bit different arm angle. We showed that where he'll throw his slider at a little higher arm angle and that one a little lower to create more of a horizontal break. That was a good one.
Ground ball, Rengifo over to Fletcher. Welcome back. Quick transfer. Double play ends the inning. Oh, it's a great start for Shohei Ohtani. And now he's just going to turn around and get ready to hit.
Hi, I'm CC Sabathia. If Win Reality was around when I was pitching, I would have hated it. But my son Carson's a hitter, and I don't pitch anymore. So I love Win Reality.
Dad, the camera's over here.
Be ready for real. Win Reality.
If we weren't proud of the craftsmanship and level of detail that go into every pair of Warby Parker glasses, well, we probably wouldn't show you how they're made, including this part, which is our favorite. Wow. And this is also great. When you order a new frame, we custom cut and polish a pair of lenses just for you. Try 5 pairs for free at warbyparker.com.
Hey, it's me, the summer breeze. I just flew back into town. Let's get outside. Much better.
In the top half of the first for Shohei. Here's the batting order for the Halos. Rengifo, Trout, Ohtani, Ward, Duffy, Adele, Stassi, Soto, and Fletcher. And there's a lot of hot bats in that Angels lineup, including Trout, including Shohei with that 13-game hitting streak. Taylor Ward as well. Mike Trout has homered 10 times in the month of September with 20 RBIs. And facing local lad Cole Irvin, Servite High School. 12 losses, that's tied for the most in the American League.
And he's throwing the ball well. Pretty good whip, 1.15 whip for Cole Irvin. My go-tos to be successful against him tonight, though, is you got to score early against him. He's allowed 11 home runs in the first inning, and also 26 runs allowed in the first inning. So you got to be ready to score and then lift that hanging breaker ball against him. He'll occasionally try to get that over, lift that. 7 home runs versus his curveball. He really settles down well. He's done that throughout his career against the Angels. He struggles early, and then he settles down. You look up, he's in that 6th and 7th inning.
We've documented how he worked with the grounds crew here. First drive, crushed, way back. Rengifo, there's that early run you were talking about. Nice play made out there in the pen. 1-0 on the Giffey homer.
Absolutely amazing. The power from that right side, Luis Rengifo, and also the home runs allowed by Cole Irvin in the first inning. That's 12 now. Good start there for the offense.
Giddy up, and Baria's going to going to win the pot with that catch. And so give a little love for the pen after the splashdown.
They're waiting.
Number 16 for Rengifo.
There he goes. There he goes. He's working his way down there. He's got to say hello. There it is.
Now they can do their handshake line. What a blast for Rengifo. Brings up Mike Trout. No Angel in franchise history has ever hit 11 homers in the month of September. He has 10. Second leadoff homer of his career.
Cole Irvin fastball 88-93, throws about 59% to the curveball, changeup, cutter, occasional slider.
Didn't miss it.
Inner half fastball, and he was on it. And that didn't take long to get out. How strong Rengifo is. 16th, giving him 51 ribbies, and great sound.
Oh, that is crushed by Mike Trout, and it's going to bounce off the wall, and he's going to stroll into second for a double. His 25th of the season.
110 exit velocity on that one for Trout. He's mic'd up. I don't know if that mic's going to work after that sound.
Oh, man.
Wow, that ball's hammered.
Three-time MVPs really swinging a hot bat. And it's going to bring up tonight's starting pitcher, Shohei Ohtani, looking to help himself out just like he did 2 starts ago here at the Big A. I say hitting's contagious. The first 2 batters running a fever.
And Shohei Ohtani an opportunity now to get that another RBI here with Trout in scoring position.
Riding 13-game hitting streak, career high for Shohei. And let's make that 14. And let's pick up an RBI. Trout's going to come in to score. And it's 2-0 Halos. Oh, man, he's unreal.
By the way, Shohei Ohtani now with that base hit, now 14-game hit streak. That's the longest hitting streak in MLB right now. That's impressive. By the way, he's on the mound tonight.
Yeah. And he's got a couple of runs to work with.
This throws his hands at the baseball right back up the middle. So there's already been a home run, double, and a single here in the first 3 batters of the game. You're on the clock right now, Taylor Ward, for a triple.
And the man at the plate right now has been as hot as Ohtani and Trout in the month of September.
Tell you what, if he can hit one down the left field line, he might get a triple. Kemp is playing almost center field, working his way there. He's in left center, way in left center. See how much room he has. So much room down the left field line. If he gets one of those fastballs inside, turn on it.
Taylor's reached base safely in 20 of the last 21 games, and he's hitting .373 during that span. 4 doubles, 5 homers, and 14 RBIs in his last 21 games. This Angels team is won 4 of 5. They're playing a lot of fun baseball right now. Just make sure the East Coast is up tonight. Gooby watching what's going on here with number 17. 14-game hitting streak. And looking to win number 15. And Taylor Ward out towards right field. That's going to get down. And it bounces off the right fielder. Capel, and Ohtani's going to stay right there. So Taylor Ward picks up a hit, first and second, still nobody out.
Another good swing, right field. So many of those other way approaches over the last 3-4 games for the Angels. It's an off-speed pitch, stays with it, punches it to right. And the pattern continues against Cole Irvin. Struggles in the first inning, but then you look up, he's always out there later in the game. Though he has struggled in the month of September, although he's 2-1, he's got an ERA that's 8.5.
Just a reminder that Mike Trout is mic'd up, and we'll hear from him at the top of the second inning what he feels about what just took place. A couple of runs already in. Here's Matt Duffy. Ohtani also leads the team in runs scored, got 88.
He's amongst the leaders in runs scored, RBI, home runs. On the offensive side.
On the offensive side, he would be in the conversation for MVP. Just offense alone, he'd probably finish top 5, and he's also one of the best pitchers in the game. He's a Cy Young candidate.
That hitting streak. Francisco Lindor has a 13-game hitting streak, but they're off today, so that allows Shohei Ohtani to have the longest hitting streak going right now. But yeah, it's amazing what he's doing.
I like how you're working there. The 0-2. Oh, that missed. Almost got him.
Already bullpen action.
Yeah, already Colin Wiles is up. 2-2. Early struggles for the Anaheim native Cole Irvin. He's had 8 career starts versus the Angels' 2-5 record, but a nice 2.82 ERA in those 8 starts.
Yeah, he's throwing the ball well, and every time you look up, like I said, it's 6th, 7th inning.
And hit pretty well, but handled by the shortstop Allen, turning 2 with Diaz. And so 2 down on the double play. Just missed, sending that up the middle. And here brings up Joe Adell. You know, with Moniak going on the IL, unfortunately for him, he's going to bounce back for sure and be healthy and ready to go next year.
Everything goes well, because he's just a great kid to be around. To see that talent he has, really good glove out in the outfield too.
Yeah, just bad luck with the hands.
Started in spring training with the Phillies, got hit by a pitch. It's tough.
That was a broken hand and then a broken finger, and then last night on the knuckle, IL. But that means that Adell, Trout, and Ward, they're going to get a lot of run in the outfield these final 7. Hard to believe, last week of the season, a final Thursday.
Shohei Ohtani's been out there on the field the whole time there after that RBI single.
And even hearing, you know, Garrett Anderson and Tim Salmon talking about in the pregame shows, that Garrett just can't believe that he's able to stay healthy and do this all season long. Tim talked about the lower half And you know about it as a pitcher for 14 years, how much you got to use your legs and how the next day, I don't really got to get some of this lactic acid out of there.
Yeah, I was talking to David Cohn on a podcast the other day. He goes, I was just happy to get out of bed the next day after I pitched. Shohei Ohtani's out of bed hitting rockets the next day.
And Irvin managed to limit the damage to just 2 runs. He strikes out Adele, but Luis Rengifo, he got it started. Lead-off home run. His 16th, and then Ohtani added an RBI.
It's functional. Fashionable.
Track sleep, movement, heart rate, and the battery lasts up to a week. That's a whole lot of function.
Yo, Chris.
Yo. Fashion, right?
Function. Definitely function.
Fashion. Function. It's all about balance.
The Game Time app, I paid 60% less than this guy.
What?
And it's not just sports tickets. It's also concerts. Performances, too.
Oh, come on!
Download Game Time. Last-minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed.
For us tonight, he was awfully busy in the bottom of the first, so let's listen in.
He got him. Hamado! Hey, what's up, baby? What's up, big dog? You know it, baby.
That just gives you a nice little glimpse on what a tremendous player and how he is incorporating everybody, umpires, opponents, ball boy, bat guy. That's awesome to have a chance to listen in to Mike Trout.
That was pretty cool. How about that sound off his bat on that double? Wow.
Or the sound of him running into second. Stay tuned for more Mike throughout the ball game tonight. It's Shohei Ohtani for the top of the second. A nice double play turned behind him, 5-4-3.
And usually you'll see this, especially after Shohei Ohtani was on the bases that whole time. Never a chance to even sit down in between innings. And usually hitters, if they're going to have a good swing against Shohei, it's usually the first pitch. So you expect Seth Brown to be swinging here if it's close to the strike zone.
2-0 Halos, top of the second. Seth Brown leading off. Look at that curveball in there.
73-mile-an-hour curveball.
Quickly 0-2.
Loves those breaking pitches between his curveball and slider. Usually you start seeing him bring out that splitter second or third inning.
Seth Brown is 2 for 12 versus Ohtani with 6 Ks.
There was a splitter. That first one he throws generally will be elevated until he gets a feel to stay that front shoulder in and can stay on top of the baseball with a splitter. Usually makes that quick adjustment. You see he starts with that grip of a splitter before he'll bring the baseball into the glove, close the fingers, or keep the splitter grip open.
Stayed to an early lead. What a season for Rengifo. Leadoff homer. Double by Trout. Ohtani drives him in with his 94th RBI. Usually a pitcher gets a hit in the old days. They got the old windbreaker on at first base. The ice in between the innings, not making fun. They were nice windbreakers, not this guy. And the 1-2. No swing. That man was behind the plate last night. Stu Sherwater.
That's a pretty good curveball. That's a little harder one.
10 miles per hour harder. Last home start of 2022 for Ohtani. Who knows if he goes CG, gets the 9, qualifies. He's never had a complete game in his career. He's gone 8. And that's a strikeout.
I was thinking he hadn't had a swing and miss yet. Well, there he gets one for his second strikeout. It was a cutter. Usually his cutter is more of a flat break to it.
Just explain it to me. I mean, the bottom just dropped right out.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I thought that was a splitter for a second. Look at that pitch arsenal. 27 slider, 23% already cutter. Curveball at 18. At that slider and splitter, nice sinker and splitter, about the same amount, 9%.
Unreal.
Those pitches thrown today.
Diaz first pitch. Rengifo cuts in front. Oh, it's a nice quick out.
And take a look how Shohei Ohtani has gotten his strikeouts today. 203 of them. Take a look at our StatCast 3D, powered by Google Cloud. I just love this look. How many of those pitches, they've been out of the strike zone. And if you look at that screen, there's nothing in the middle part of the strike zone. Yes, there's been some in the zone, but nothing in the middle. I can still see you out there, Patrick, through that window. Nothing in the middle of the plate. And how has he been able to get so many strikeouts and avoiding the middle of the plate with that stuff he throws, and that slider, splitter, four-seamer, curveball, cutter, sinker.
You didn't see me in the window there? There was so much room. It's unreal how he does not make many mistakes. Connor Capel now 2 down in the second.
That was pretty cool to see that, though.
Yeah.
How many, first of all, how many chases he gets well out of the strike zone. But then you look how many strikeouts he gets in zone. And Michael Lorenzen said that today's pitchers now have to be able to get outs and swing and misses in the strike zone before you get chases out of the zone.
Quickly 0-2 to Capel, who has never faced Ohtani. He's in the hole 0-2. Last night, Lorenzen really had to battle in the first 34 pitches. In the first inning alone, ended up getting the W, going 5. Here's Ohtani, 26th pitch coming up in the second, and he gets a strikeout. That's his 3rd. This guy gets better as the game goes on, and he is looking dominant.
A brief moment was all Roberto Clemente ever needed. He displayed incredible talent as a World Series champion, MVP, and 15-time All-Star. He fought injustice and helped those in need throughout his life of service. And he inspired generations of players and fans over the past 50 years to make a difference in their communities. Roberto Clemente changed baseball forever, ensuring his brief moment remains eternal.
Chase coverage than anyone. So all you got to do, boom, is watch. Catch the Pennant Chase every night on MLB Network.
MLB Big Inning brings you the biggest plays of the night, live as they happen. Don't miss the ultimate baseball highlight reel. It's nonstop action on MLB Big Inning every night on MLB.tv.
Shohei Ohtani, and as the guys mentioned, another milestone approaching, and Shohei Ohtani could quickly get there tonight if he keeps pitching the way that he is pitching. He needs just 9 innings to qualify among the league leaders for pitching. He is already among those qualified as far as the hitting is concerned. So what does that mean? Well, it means that you have to pitch at least 1 inning per game played, so 162. Well, why is this a big deal? Because it's never happened before. This would mean the only time a player has qualified for the league leaders is both a hitter and a pitcher. It's incredible what he's doing this season, considering he was the unanimous MVP a season ago. And how about this, guys? The Angels were not expected to be wearing the City Connect uniforms tonight. Shohei Ohtani said, I want to wear them. So guess what? They're wearing them.
Erica, can I follow up about qualifying as a pitcher? It kind of seems to me that this is something that Shohei has had his mind on to accomplish for like 6 weeks now.
I think so, too, especially when you look at how much he doesn't want to come out of ball games. Nevin came and got him in that start in Minneapolis during an inning, which I think we haven't really seen that much at all this season. He said today before the game, yeah, I don't want to go out and get him tonight, but that's certainly something that Shohei's got his mindset on. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets there tonight.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't either if he somehow went CG for the first time in his career to qualify.
Yeah, and the thing when you talk about qualifying for both hitting and pitching, it's not like he's been okay. He's been unbelievable. I mean, dominant, incredible on both sides, hitting and pitching.
Livan Soto with 1 down.
Credit Soto for staying in on that one after that pitch, up and in on the pitch, the 1-0-1 pitch, I'd say up and in.
Phil Nevin brought that up about Soto. Remember, he was facing A.J. Puck earlier in the series. Tough lefty at bat. Kemp ended up making that highlight reel catch, but he's like, hey, that was impressive that he hung in there. He's going to go down looking there, but Soto has really opened some eyes here with his play. Welcome back, Fletch, just activated. That bruise.
Does he always have a smile on his face?
Yes, he does.
It's such that wry smile all the time.
Remember how he tried to play through that hand injury where he was just bunting and swinging one-handed. They had to eventually sit him down. And he's back. Already involved in a nice double play turn. Nevin has said he's my best defensive player. Need him out there. And Eric, a little bit more on Mr. Fletcher.
Yeah, he said this afternoon before the game, guys, he was pretty surprised with how long his hand remained sore. It was quite a while ago, over 2 weeks ago, when he got hit by that pitch back in Houston. He said he thought it was just going to be a couple of days. He said he felt it on the top of his hand, too, and down his pinky. But he's feeling just fine now. But, yeah, he was pretty surprised that he had to miss that much time.
And he's very tough to strike out. I know that was an 0-2 pitch, but we were confident, Erica, you could get that report in that time. As Irvin...
I wasn't, Patrick.
Come on, it's Fletch. Counts 1-2, 2 down here, bottom of the second, 2-0 Halos.
Still trying to go upstairs against Fletch, and Fletch always hits pitches upstairs, even well above the strike zone. He fouled that one straight back.
Fletcher drives that, left field hit well, but drifted into the seats. We talked about this last night. We were trying to get fans here, see Ohtani in action. And we got a pretty good crowd here Thursday. And great to have you watching at home or across the world. Tuning in for the legend Ohtani as Fletcher. He's back. Laces one to center field. A 2-out single for Fletcher.
And another time, something upstairs. Note the pitchers. Don't try that. Not with Fletch. Stays up above the strike zone. Even a breaking ball. He keeps those hands level on elevated pitches as good as anybody I've seen.
We saw him before he got hit on the hand, the difference that he makes in the way the team plays. Here's Luis Rengifo, who is homered, leadoff home run. With 4 at-bats tonight, he's going to be a qualifying hitter for the Angels. That's how close he is to qualifying. 3.1 plate appearances per team game played. He was at 480 coming in, 481 now. In game 156, you could do the math. This will be the first offseason for Rengifo where he could just put his work in and know that he could come into camp next year with a job.
Caught in between looking for a pitch on that one. 16 home runs this season, 11 batting from this side of the plate. Just unbelievable numbers. Coming in at .595 slugging percentage, batting right-handed.
What do you think's impressed you the most about his play?
He's just able to get his hands through the baseball and he's not chasing. I think for both sides of the plate, he's been really good with that. He's centered in on pitches, been patient, especially more patient, I think, from the right side than the left side. Got off a pretty tough pitcher's pitch on that one.
Batting averages are down across baseball, but you look at these hitters, 1 through 4 for the Angels with Rengifo, Trout, and Ohtani, and Ward, all in the mid to high 270s. The 1-2, soft contact. That's going to be a real tough play for Diaz. Is he going to get it? Safe at first.
I think they might look at that one. That was real close. From our vantage point, I thought they might have gotten him.
Thought so. Kotsay is going to say, hold up, talk to the hand. We might want to challenge.
Diaz is already running in. He thought he got him too. If you're going to challenge a play, this might be the one, especially with Trout coming up. Boy, this is about as close as you can get. Wow. I don't know if you can do it. I guess they're going to try it because Trout's coming up. I think you have to give it a shot.
Can't be enough to overturn.
But I understand what Mark Kotsay is doing. You have to give it this a shot.
Oakland is challenging the safe call at first base.
All right, that'll be a Nissan umpire review. Jeff Nelson, our crew chief, with the announcement. What are you going with here?
I mean, this one, when it was live, I thought they got him. I mean, the foot is not down there. Is it just going in the glove?
What kind of spikes does he have there on those cleats?
Well, if he had Jimmy Herget's cleats, the golf cleats, maybe.
I mean, who knows? Maybe it's touching. You just.
I mean, it's close. It's one of those ones that has a chance to be call stands.
Yeah, exactly. Is it a clear and convincing to overturn?
After review, the call stands. The runner is safe. Oakland will lose its challenge.
Nice call, partner.
But I still think that's the right decision if you're Mark Kotsay, because you don't want Trout coming up in this inning if you can avoid it. And Trout is 3 for 3 versus Cole Irvin. Good hustle by Rengifo. He had a home run out and then you beat out an infield hit.
Two on, two out. And first pitch to Mike Trout, who has some kind words for you, partner. Let's listen in.
Boy, Gooby up there.
Awesome.
That's so cool.
I must have been blocked by the monitor. Philly love. Fly, Eagles, fly. Oh, you're a legend. And then what does he do? Just ropes a double for you.
Oof. Man. That was right in his nitro zone there, and he fouled that one straight back.
First time in his career, he's had 10 homers, 20 RBIs in the month of September.
Imagine he might try a curveball here now.
Tried to paint a fastball, just missed.
That was a good pitch by Irvin, though. Really good pitch. Just a little bit off the plate. He's got a lot of confidence in his fastball. It's not an overpowering fastball, but he'll throw a lot of them. Just a .241 batting average versus his heater.
And they say he went. E.B. Buckner is going to ring up Trout. And we got him mic'd up. Maybe we won't be able to play what he thought of this pitch. They say he went, and the Angels strand a pair, still lead 2-0.
Get closer to the action.
You gotta be kidding me.
Closer to the big blast.
Way, way, way out of here.
Closer to the great grabs.
Took a home run away.
Closer to the jaw-dropping plays.
Unbelievable.
With more highlights.
He struck him out.
More analysis.
You're going to see athleticism like you've never seen before.
And more live look-ins.
Wow.
Nobody gets you closer to the game.
Every night.
Only on MLB Network.
And here are the first images.
Hello, everyone.
You don't have to leave the solar system to watch MLB Network. Just sign in with your TV provider info at MLBnetwork.com or through the MLB app. MLB Network, just about anywhere in the known universe.
This 2022 baseball season has been unreal. How about will the real MVP please stand up? Aaron Judge just hit his 61st, and that ties the American League record with Roger Maris. Albert Pujols hit his 700. Did we see that coming? And Shohei is rewriting the record books.
Well, if you notice in that last thing, first player in MLB history to do that. You know, Aaron Judge is having a phenomenal season. May indeed win the Triple Crown. And Albert Pujols, we know he's one of the all-time great human beings and all-time power hitters. Shohei Ohtani is a first.
Yeah, and also how about during this 14-game hitting streak as a hitter, hitting .367 with an .882 OPS as a pitcher during this time. He's 2-0 with a 1.20 ERA.
I think that's pretty good.
Mic drop. First pitch to Dermis Garcia just misses. We're in the third, 2-0 Halos. Ohtani with 3 strikeouts. Gotten through the first 6 in order. He has a walk and got a double play.
Well, he's really used his cutter and sinker a little bit more than we've seen. And it's been good. I still think going forward, he starts using that sinker more, and it's going to make those other pitches that much better. He's going to be able to get some quick ground ball outs with his sinker too.
Doesn't get the call on the slider. Counts 2-1. Really close pitch. That's lifted to center field. Our mic'd up Mike Trout is there under it, and he has it for the first out.
Shohei Ohtani, so far tonight, he's gotten 2 strikeouts with his cutter, which is something he doesn't do a whole lot of. He had 1 strikeout on his cutter this season. He usually uses that pitch to get back into counts. 2 strikeouts with it so far. And creative one, the grand illusion, that's him. He's something different every day.
And although strikeouts are groovy, we love to see them, but would also really like to see a complete game and to officially qualify. Erica broke that all down for us.
There's that sinker again.
Strikeouts do run up the pitch count.
That's a good one. That's that arm angle there for his slider. And he drops that down just a little bit, little 5 to 6 degree arm angle drop on his slider. He has that incredible horizontal break to it.
0-2 to the DH, Shea Langoliers, who has never seen Ohtani. He's a rookie. And that's kind of what's maybe a little dangerous about this Oakland A's team is, you know, they just might be out there swinging and hacking.
And they haven't really chased a lot of pitches so far. And usually you don't see that. You won't get many chases when they don't have a book on you. So when you're facing guys you've already faced, or like say you're up there in Minnesota, Carlos Correa wasn't in the lineup that day, but Carlos Correa has a book on Shohei Ohtani. So Shohei knows what pitches will get him to chase. And you're facing hitters that haven't faced you before. They're just sitting and looking fastball. They're looking something firm in a fastball range. You're not going to get as many chases, at least the first time through or so. Second time, third time through, it may be different.
So slider comparison last season, usage 22%, this season 37. Opponent average is even better than last year, and the whiff percentage is up. What does that tell you? Why do you think that is?
I think it really started. Remember that start down in Houston on April 20th, where he struck out 12. He had a perfect game into the 7th inning. He started throwing his slider more, and he saw the different swings he was getting. And it's an easier pitch for him to throw the both sides of the plate, chain speeds as compared to his splitter. So now you're seeing more sliders thrown with success and less splitters thrown.
The 2-2 to Langoliers is lifted out towards right field. Taylor Ward is there, and there is 2 away. Want to dive deeper into it? The slider last season, the velo, it's up this year. Spin rate also up, and the percentage break versus the average is up.
That's the thing, because now we're seeing when he throws that, when he's on top of it, brings his arm up a little bit more. That's the harder slider. And then he brings down that arm angle. That's that more of that break to it too. So he's got 2 different arm angles he could throw his slider with, and different speeds with it. And you've seen that extra velocity on this slider this year, and that's why you're seeing a lot more breaks because of that late break, that spin rate up a lot.
Oh, little excuse me check swing goes foul by Nick Allen.
And we go back to that where you look at those different arm angles here on top. That slider here, and then a downward break to it. And then here, that little drop in the arm angle, and it's more horizontal breaks. So you have two different types of breaks on this exact same pitch. When you have a feel for it, that's what makes that slider so effective and so hard to hit. Now, you throw it a lot, and every once in a while you'll get one over the middle of the plate, but Shohei is really good as far as changing his arm angle, and that speed has been a huge difference maker. That's why the punch outs now 206 on the season.
Duffy is there, takes care of it. Nice clean 1, 2, 3, third for Shohei Ohtani. And guess who's leading off, bottom half?
Roberto Clemente, que ha impactado Puerto Rico y el mundo.
Esta pieza que estamos haciendo ahora es porque nos impactó la historia de Clemente.
Roberto Clemente, one of the outstanding baseball players in the game today.
Y no es el deporte, no es la figura, no es los puntos, no es eso, es lo que hizo por la cultura.
I always work with the youth in Puerto Rico, and I would like to keep working with the youth, which it means a lot to me.
Every time he takes the field, he competes not only against the other team, but against the toughest adversary, himself. MLB Tonight, where the best outdo their best on MLB Network.
As a hitter this season, average exit velo is 5th in the major leagues at 92.7. And what he does as a pitcher is 97.3 on the 4 seam, which is also 5th in baseball.
5th in baseball as far as velocity, and 5th exit velocity off the bat. I mean, that's enough said.
It's just a crazy season.
It's just, again, it's not real.
He's not getting enough attention for what he is doing this year. And our Kia player profile will also tell you exactly what's going on with this man, where he ranks. 40 pitches over 100 miles per hour thrown as a pitcher, 7th most, and as a hitter, we'll bring that in for you one more time, 6th most, 34 homers over 100 miles per hour.
Those numbers alone just have to wow even the most critical person as far as what they're saying, because the Angels not, going into the postseason. Where would they be? Shohei playing, not playing? Those numbers right there tell the story. They're unreal numbers. Just read it. That's all you have to do is read it.
Yeah. Well, he's going to go down swinging. And that's 4 strikeout for Cole Irvin. And back-to-back, got Trout and Ohtani.
Remember, he settles in after that first inning. Now all of a sudden he had, with Trout at the plate, borderline check swing went his way. You don't want him to settle in. That's what he normally does.
Taylor Ward's got his batting average up to 278. He's reached base safely in 21 of his last 22 games. Tremendous group from the Sunburst Military Academy. High school kids here in attendance in right center field.
Let's get a chance to see Shohei Ohtani on display. And then that close with Mike Trout out in the outfield.
They were hoping they could drop the whoop whoop. Imagine if Taylor Ward didn't miss all that time. Same with Trout. Trout would be on pace for 54 homers. Taylor's already got 22. And he drives that one to left field. Oh, going back at the wall. It's gone. Did I say 22? Let's make it 23.
And that baseball goes over 400 feet. It continues to match the baseball in the month of September. What a run he is on right now, that power. And that's generating all the power yourself. That's an off-speed pitch going 104.5 miles per hour. And that 23rd home run of the season, now 62. Stakes, Taylor Ward.
Yee-ha-ha-ha. Let's just give a little love for that pen, shall we? There you go.
Love that. Sometimes as guys in the bullpen, you just feel so disconnected. You're so far away from the game. I love the fact that this is going on with the guys. Right heart of the plate, off speed. Cole Irvin knew it. 25th home run allowed this season by Cole Irvin now. 20th now with the two right-handed bats of the 25.
I mentioned about that 2177 bar remaining open. Well, it's dark right now as Duffy lines that base hit because of the power outage down there in Orlando. And the Ward family be watching on their phone right now. But your kid's having a heck of a season. And Matt Duffy swinging a nice bat as well.
Slide drive by Matt Duffy. Keeps saying how good and comfortable he is now in the batter's box and what he's been doing. Even though he hit it with a double play at last bat, he hit the ball pretty hard there to short. That's when he turns on that one left center. I mean, he's had a lot of hits to right field, right center.
One on, one out. Here is Joe Adell. Take strike one. Another run of support for Ohtani, who gets a little time to maybe sit back here and get some rest.
And when he gets 3 or more runs of support, he's 11-0.
Yep.
Well, you still like to keep adding on here as the game progresses, but so good when he gets that run support.
How about that? 3+ runs of support, 11-0. He's going to keep dropping that ERA down. The 2 4s right now.
The thing that's great about Shohei Ohtani, he doesn't even think about, the 5th or 6th inning right now. Always think about is that very next batter he's facing in the 4th inning. That's what makes him so special. Never looking ahead.
Fastball misses, 2-2.
That was close to getting that jersey.
I haven't been able to get close to get that jersey. Can't get one. It's sold out everywhere. It's like back order, shipment delays. Sorry, pal. And Erica.
So we're still waiting?
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe by opening day 2023.
Patrick, I got mine. It's just, it's a youth size, but I got mine.
Yeah. All right. Well, I wanted it to be a surprise, but I can't even get you guys one because there's none to be had, and there's a.
It's the thought that counts, Patty.
All right.
What a teammate.
We appreciate that.
I saw you and your mom, Erica, had them on. It was youth, huh? All right.
Had to have her in style here while she came to her first game with the Big A this season.
That was super cool. Adele strikes out, and there's 2 away. 2 strikeouts for Adele. 5 for Irvin, and brings up Max Stassi. He's robbed of an infield single. Machine made a nice play at third base to get him. I think what impressed me the most about Max is, I know that the hitting, it certainly hasn't been a great season for him at all at the plate, but the leadership that he continues to show as catcher, how he handles the game for Ohtani, and what he did for Logan O'Hoppe,
yes,
to get him ready for that game last night.
And you'll notice after every half inning, after Shohei's get through the inning, and he's been catching all these games for Shohei of late, Shohei talks to him right away and appreciates what he's doing behind the plate as a catcher, which right now for Stassi, that's the most important thing for him.
Falls behind 0-2.
Likes to try that four-seamer even a little bit higher in the strike zone. 0-2, the right-handed batters.
And that is a strikeout for Stassi and 6 for Irvin. But it is Taylor Ward having himself a career year, and end of September he is showing no signs of slowing down. 23 bombs for Wardo.
Looking for dinner made easy? Move over meal prep and make way for pre-chopped and pre-portioned ingredients. Hit the road hard to follow recipes and say hello to easy breezy meals. Peace out, pile of dishes, and welcome easy cleanup. Well, hello there, Home Chef. Home Chef oven-ready meals. Pre-chopped and pre-portioned recipes without the prep or mess.
Get 16 free meals when you sign up at homechef.com.
Home Chef. Delicious meat simple.
Here comes that rainy day feeling again. And soon my tears, they will be falling like rain. It always seems to be a Monday. Leftover memories of Sunday. Always spent with you before the clouds appeared.
For us here tonight, here's what he had to say about the MVP on the mound.
I don't get why they keep looking at me. Oh, that's nasty.
Well, that was nasty. That's what he had to say about Shohei Ohtani. So, Mike, with a double, a run scored, Ohtani and dealing on the hill. He's gone through the First 3 innings in order, so second time through.
And you know Mike Trout out in center field, he looks in on everything. He's trying to see if his pitchers are even giving away any pitches, if they're moving their glove around a little bit. He's got that type of vision and that leadership where if he sees his pitcher doing something that he feels he can help, he's ready all the time.
My favorite moment of the Mike Trout mic'd up night was when he said, look at my guy Gooby up there. That won the night for me. Until Ohtani takes the lead.
We can hear Shohei warning somebody in the stands, watch out, it's coming your way.
Well, good morning to our audience back in Japan, watching the remarkable number 17, Shohei Ohtani. Not just in Japan, Australia, New Zealand, England, and throughout the U.S.
So quite a few cutters to Tony Kemp in this game. That first at bat, a long at bat, where he worked a walk. So he's seen quite a few pitches of the 41 thrown today by Ohtani. He had 6 in the first already here, 4 coming up, so 10 pitches of the 42 coming up he has seen. So 4 cutters so far.
And Kemp led off the game with a walk, but was retired on the double play. What do you think he's trying to hit up Stassi with right there? A little point to the hat, got his attention. Maybe a change of the signs here on 2-2. What do you want to see here?
Well, it's more likely you're going to see some sort of a breaking ball to him again, maybe a backdoor breaking ball.
Oh man, got him on the cutter.
It's another strikeout on his cutter. That's 3 of the 4 strikeouts today have been on his cutter coming in. Just one strikeout versus his cutter this year. So I say you really, as a hitter, you can never really just sit in an at bat or even in the on deck circle and go, okay, I'm looking for this pitch, because you just don't know.
Where do you think he discovered the cutter in the bullpen here tonight and going over the game plan with Stassi?
It's a feel for him, what pitch is working for him best. The one thing then he throws a 74-mile-an-hour slow curveball. Now he throws his curveball also at 85.
That's going to go foul. So Ohtani just had the strikeout of Kemp. Highest strikeouts per 9 in a season. This is Angels all-time minimum 20 starts. You're up there with Nolan Ryan. In fact, better per 9.
Yeah, that's when you know you're dealing. And that's the thing that's amazing about Shohei Ohtani this year on the mound. That, for me, is the difference of every conversation there is about who's the MVP of baseball over the American League, or all of baseball, really.
Well, you know, to that point, we said last year, and you said it on numerous occasions, that the season he had in 2021 when he won the MVP unanimously was not only the best season in baseball history, but in sport. Yeah. And you said that last year. This is a better season. Doesn't have the home runs, maybe the OPS is down, but it is a better season.
Yeah, and I always say it's like Tom Brady all of a sudden decides to play linebacker and leads the league in sacks and interceptions. Well, that wasn't going to happen. We know how good of a quarterback he was, but Shohei's doing both things at an exceptionally high level.
Especially in this day and age with sabermetrics, and you know, you go to the bullpen quicker. What he's doing offensively, what he's doing as a pitcher, I'm not sure you're going to see it ever again in 100 years, unless it's Shohei next year or the year after that. Hasn't been done in 100 years, and I don't see it happening again. And Fangraphs even has Shohei's WAR, wins above replacement, higher this year than last year.
He's been that good on the mound.
Yeah. Yep. A full count here to Vimael Machine.
Remember, you got him to look at a call third strike on a slider that got a lot of the plate. I wouldn't try that one again in the middle part of the plate on a slider against him, though.
Oh, man. Wow. Slider inside. And Machine waves at it.
So the thing that's impressive, Shohei, you know, and Machine thinking the same thing. He froze him on a slider last time. He sees him. A lot of times you'll see hitters look and see where the catcher's at there too. So he's anticipating that being down and away. That's down and in the slider. So he's not going to be caught looking that time on a slider. He reads the spin of the baseball, so he knows it's a break ball. And then he expands the strike zone because he threw it for a strike. That's the important thing as a pitcher, and especially Shohei. He can throw his slider for a strike and then get hitters to chase out of the zone.
And here's Sean Murphy with 2 down, back-to-back strikeouts. And that's a check swing and a strike. Let's go back to the first strikeout versus Machine versus the second. Break it down.
Yeah, see, he goes backdoor slider there, he freezes him, and that's a lot of the play. That's usually a pitch he's going to hit pretty good. He's 3 for 4 in his career versus Shohei, and now he's setting up back away stats, but this time he throws that slider off the plate down and in. So he's not going to go up there and take that. He's read and spin, backdoor slider, and this one goes in, down and in for the punchy. Boy, 97's sinker. That's why I'm comfortable saying he's going to be a better pitcher next year, which is almost hard to comprehend, especially if you're a hitter in the American League.
This Angels offense has really struggled this year, and yet he's got 14 wins. Little signal there to Stassi. Ohtani ahead, Murphy 0-2.
It's not easy being a catcher when you're trying to put down signs too. I know you have the electronic thing will work there too, but you have so many pitches. I mean,
yeah.
You got slider, cutter, curveball, 2-seam fastball, 4-seam fastball, splitter. A lot of times you see a cutter, you'll have the sign put down and you have the thumb up. That means that's almost a cut fastball.
That's what I brought up to you last night. Duffy said with the pitch clock next year, and he's got so many pitches that, that he features, give Ohtani somehow the pitch come maybe on the back of the glove. I don't know. He might not even want it. Let him decide what he's going to throw. It's going to, because it's tough to go through all the signs, a couple shakeoffs.
But if you're on the same page, you know exactly what you're going with, though. That's the thing. That's that good conversation him and Stassi have all the time. For the most part, they're always locked in together. It's that little drop down of a slider, the arm angle, that creates that better final break to it.
And the 2-2 well inside.
It's that sinker again with that movement. So imagine he's been comfortable going to his cutter. So amazed how many strikeouts he's got with his cutter so far today. 3 of them.
5 total.
Let's go through another series of signs. Anytime you see a pitcher step off like that, that means he's not quite confident to throw that pitch. We'll go through another series now.
The 3-2 just got a piece.
You talk about hitting a baseball almost inside the catcher's mitt. I mean, he was just that late on it, guessing along with Shohei as a catcher.
To your point,
that baseball was beyond the plate. So he's thinking as a catcher at the plate. I don't know how he fouled that baseball off. That's unreal.
Found it straight backwards.
So he was guessing. He was guessing something, and he was wrong on the guess.
Well, many have been wrong before facing this man, Ohtani, and he got him. Not one,
Sinker.
not two, but 3 strikeouts.
Punch out with his sinker. That pitch is going to dominate in the future.
Strikes out the side. 6 Ks for Shohei Ohtani. Oh yeah, he extended his hitting streak to 14 and drove in his 94th run. Bottom 4 is coming up.
The search for high-quality meat ends here. With ButcherBox, you get 100% grass-fed beef, organic free-range chicken, humanely raised pork, wild-caught seafood, and so much more. Sourced from partners who believe in doing things the right way. Together, we can make a difference. One meal at a time. Get 2 New York strips and 8 ounces of lobster meat free in your first box.
Nice. What? With the Game Time app, I pay 60% less than this guy. 60%? Game Time finds you the best last-minute deals and guarantees the lowest price. Download Game Time now. Nice shirt.
Want more hits? Train and win reality. Improve timing, pitch recognition, attack rate, and get more hits. Hitters love it, but pitchers...
I'm glad I'm retired.
Be ready for real. Win reality.
Head on out to the Big A tomorrow. Angels take on the Rangers at 6:30 p.m. and the first 10,000 fans will receive a clear tote bag courtesy of MLB Network. For more info, visit angels.com/promotions. Last Thursday night of the 2022 season, final 7 games remain. Halos have won 3 in a row, 4 of 5.
Patrick, they were saying hi to you.
Is it to me?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Mike Trout says hi to you, and I get all the fans.
Yeah, you're a man of the people.
If you say so. Here's Soto. Struck out looking back in the second. Both these pitchers have 6 Ks apiece. A couple of home runs and an RBI single from Ohtani. It's 3-0 here, bottom of the 4th. Well, what's impressed you so far about this one?
I'm really impressed with the role that Taylor Ward is on too, swinging the bat. And Rengifo, the same thing, especially from the left side. And Shohei Ohtani with this a moment like this here today is performing at that high level once again. And Trout's rocket to get it going. So you had some pretty good swings in that first inning to kind of get it rolling as far as giving Ohtani confidence. When you get those type of runs, he goes to that next level as far as dominating a strike zone and gets chases. And
the 2-2 to Soto. And maybe a little flare job, and it gets down for a hit for Soto.
Let's go back to that last strikeout for Shohei Ohtani. It's time for our top-tier play brought to you by Arco. Pitch by pitch. Slow curveball gets a chase at 75 miles an hour, 97-mile-an-hour sinker. Try to get him a chase on a slider off the plate. Another slider almost got him to go after. Then he throws that sinker in. And this one right here is so late on a slider and then runs that sinker at 96 off the plate. So he has a catcher at the plate thinking along with the pitcher. Then gets beat on a nasty sinker at 96. And Shohei says, I love it. He goes, you see that movement I had on that? I'm telling you, that is a nasty pitch. It's going to make him better.
He just loves the game. That's so good at it.
I love the way he's talking about the movement on his own pitch.
Did you see that?
He's like, wow, how did I do that? That was perfect. Way to go, guys and girls in the truck.
Yeah, doing a great job. Per usual, Fletcher's 1 for 1. First game back off the IL. Just activated tonight. Oh, that's wild pitch, and Soto's going to advance and hold up right there at second base.
It's one of those 1-2 for Sean Murphy. He's such a good defensive catcher. In his mind, he's like, I got to keep that in front. He's that good behind the plate.
That go 5-hole?
His hockey season right around the corner.
I know the Angels entering tonight 17 games under 500, but with a win here tonight, they would be 500 in the last 2 months. Out towards left field. Hanging up in the air for Kemp. One away.
You know, Fletch is going back to disappointing because he's so good as far as situational hitting. He was thinking, trying to punch the ball the other way, but Cole was a smart pitch, slow curveball. It's going to have you out in front. It's going to force you more than likely to pull that baseball. Fastball up and away, he was going to do his job going right field.
Rengifo is 2 for 2, a homer and an infield single that the A's challenged. It was very close at first, too close to overturn. Call stands. The A's lose their challenge once again. Off the end of the bat, Kemp drifting over to his right, and he makes the play for the second out.
You know, Trout went to school on what Irvin got him out with last time.
This man missed 5 weeks. Still has 38 homers. He'd be on pace for mid-50s. Meeting the mound. Pitching coach Scott Emerson coming out.
What do you feel more comfortable going after, Mike Trout with an open base or Shohei Ohtani waiting on deck? And Shohei Ohtani's got real good power numbers and good overall numbers against Cole Irvin, including a RBI single first at bat.
Pick your poison.
Yep.
Who do you want to face?
I want to face you out there, Patrick, right now. Grab it back. Come on, Patio.
I think you'd get me.
There it is. They're going to walk him. Here's your answer.
There it is. So you walk Mike Trout to face Shohei Ohtani. Boo Birds out here in attendance at the Big A. Shohei seems to have like some nice little tune going through his mind right now. Maybe he's got that some sticks working.
The Grand Illusion?
Yeah, maybe so. Like, I mean, you did talk to him. That'll be a legendary Gooby Tuesday coming up. You and Shohei. Can't wait.
Shohei Ohtani now with 94 RBIs, 6 RBI away from the century mark like he had last season.
He could cut that in half with one swing of the bat.
Shohei's real good numbers, first pitch, good patient look at that one out of the zone.
There's Soto led off the inning with a single. Couple of fly ball outs. Intentional walk to Trout, bringing up Shohei. Time granted. Can't say Brad Osmus like that very much.
Especially when Irvin was in the middle of throwing the baseball.
A soft contact toward Diaz, and he takes care of Shohei. And Shohei is going to have to turn right around, back out to the bump for the fifth, leading 3-0.
Watch games and coverage all day, every day, your way on MLB Network.
Every time he takes the field, he competes not only against the other team, but against the toughest adversary, himself. MLB Tonight, where the best outdo their best on MLB Network.
Hyundai Epic Adventures. It's your journey. Own every mile in a brand new Hyundai. By the OC Healthcare Agency. Build your healthiest self at angels.ocnavigator.org. And by your Southern California Cadillac dealers.
Let's take a look at where Shohei Ohtani has gotten his strikeouts tonight. Let's take a look at our StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud. 3 with his cutter today, 2 with his slider, and 1 with his sinker. And still avoided that center part of the plate. He's got a couple strikeouts in zone and 4 so far out of the zone for his 6 strikeouts today for Shohei Ohtani. Into the 5th inning now with 6 strikeouts, 1 walk.
That walk was the first batter of the game. It's unreal that previous 26 starts, only 1 K on the cutter, and now tonight with 3. But I mean, it's not that unreal because he never stops amazing us on the mound with how he makes adjustments with his own particular game. Did he use that cutter in Japan? Is that something he developed over here?
Well, I mean, he started throwing it. There's times when he throws it when he tries to get back in the count. So it's more of a strike pitch for him, not a strike out pitch for him.
Got it.
But now he had to utilize this cutter last time out up in Minneapolis, where he was struggling with his slider that day because of his landing spot. So he used his cutter more, and he found that to be a pretty effective pitch.
Seth Brown victimized by the strikeout in the second. He's 0 for 1. We're on the top of the 5th already. Angels leading 3-0. He took something off that slider. Average at 232, but series power numbers of 25 homers, 26 doubles. 2 triples and 10 stolen bases for Brown. Oh, 2.
He's changing speed very effectively with his slider. He's throwing a slider at 83, but also at 87 today.
So between the slider, the sinker, the cutter, the four-seamer, the change or the curve, what do you like here?
Flip a coin. Went four-seam fastball upstairs. There he dropped his elbow to make sure he was able to elevate that fastball above the strike zone.
Next pitch, number 60 here in the 5th.
No punch outs yet with his splitter.
Oh, come on, Gooby. Have you seen this game already? Unbelievable. Another strikeout on the splitter right there, 4 in a row.
So he strikes out Murphy with a sinker and Brown with a splitter. So Murphy and Brown both go down on a sinker and splitter. Sitcom down.
Candace Bergen, line 2 for Mark Gubicza. It's her agent, actually.
There's a sinker there. He just pulled that one across his body. I don't see him throw his sinker that often that side of the plate. It's usually going to be inside to a right-handed batter or down and away to a lefty.
Here's Jordan Diaz. The rookie getting a taste of the bigs here for the A's. Ohtani's going to let that go. Rengifo coming in, and he got him.
Look at Shohei's emotion. He knew he had no chance at that one. Rengifo showing that athleticism to come in on that baseball, and Shohei likes that defense. A little bit of a tough scramble out of them on the transfer, but that strong throwing arm still got a lot on it. And up the mound.
And down the mound, the other side. Doing it with the bat and the glove here tonight is Luis Rengifo. 2 outs. Here's Connor Capel. Ohtani's going to show you why maybe he should be a Gold Glove. Come on!
This is not right.
Get up and show some support and some love, and they are. What a play, Gooby.
Speaking of incredible athletes, the unicorn.
Nos impactó la historia de Clemente, lo que hizo por la cultura.
Trabajaba entre la noche, estudiaba la mañana y entrenaba en las tardes. Así era, puedo decir, todo mi día, todos los días.
No baixa se es que estou porto lá para beber tu basco.
Si tú tienes en tu corazón sembrar deporte en alguien, puede cambiar la vida a quien sea.
Pennant Chase coverage than anyone. So all you gotta do, boom, is watch. Catch the Pennant Chase every night on MLB Network.
Are you ready for some hot stuff?
Turning up the heat, yeah.
If you think the Pennant Chase is intense,
Why would you sit there and get them all agitated? That's the last thing you want to do.
wait till you hear what the Mad Dog has to say. High Heat on MLB Network.
mobile coverage cam. That's some pretty good coverage for you right there. That's a tremendous play by Shohei off the bump.
And you'll see that for Shohei. He realizes that as soon as you release that baseball, you become an infielder, the fifth infielder. That's an infielder type throw and fielding play by Ohtani. He's also good in high-five to Matt Duffy because he had to reach out because that's a throw where you have the runner going down the line. You don't see that baseball until last second. Then he reaches out and is able to keep his foot on the base. Would have been real interesting if he would hit him in the back, if they would have called him out, because he was inside the baseline there.
Oh, good point. But yeah, I'm not sure.
Don't worry about it though. You'll take that out.
And Shohei had to make that throw because there wasn't a lot of room. New pitcher replacing Cole Irvin is Colin Wiles, who just made his debut September 14th. And Ward's got another knock. Oh, man. Heat check. 3 for 3.
Crush one, the 401-foot home run. Line drive to left, now line drive right center. It's working that batting average back over to 280 mark. Getting close.
He got there, 281. It's the Taylor Ward that we remember to start this season. Here's Matt Duffy, who's 1 for 2. But that's ground ball. Allen, Diaz, 6-4-3 double play.
Just looking at the numbers and what Wiles will throw, he throws a sinker and a cutter and a fastball. I was just going to think maybe a hit and run situation before, but that first pitch he gets able to get a ground ball right away. He's got a nearly 56% ground ball rate, so that's the kind of pitcher you would have on the mound where you might have the runner in motion.
Joe Adell 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts. So Angels knock out Irvin after 4. Three earned runs. Ten hits so far on the night for the Halos. It's good energy here in ballpark, got to tell you. Three and 1 to Adell. In the 6th, it'll be 7, 8, 9 due up for the Athletics. Garcia, Langoliers, and Allen. 3 and 2.
It's been sliders and cutters away. Joe Adell could drive one to right center here.
But he chases and strikes out for the 3rd time tonight. Ohtani back to the bump for the 6th.
Look, I think I just need someone more emotionally available. We seemed like a good match, but in person, I'm just getting a lot of mixed signals.
It's the bobblehead, isn't it?
I love your smile, but I can't do this anymore.
I thought you were a home run.
Oh, gosh. Max, don't do this.
There's a better way to bring the game home. Visit MLBshop.com for your favorite team gear and today's special offer.
Evan Longoria, a guy last year who was one of the catalysts to a surprising Giants
Meet
team.
Evan
This
Longoria.
year as well.
He's watching MLB Network.
Back, dude. Longo's hitting with big time power. Still that
Because that's what baseball fans do.
Here we go. Longo
2022.
Importantly, he's got a lead to work with. Angels up 3-0.
After that long first inning, manageable pitch count now for Shohei. 63.
Yeah, that's the thing you always got to look at. Going for his 15th win on the season. Talk about the Gold Glove. He made a play that, and he better get some serious consideration for that, as well as the Cy Young. We have our mind made up about the American League MVP. Triple crowns have happened before, but what we are witnessing this season in 2022 for Shohei Ohtani has just never happened in the game, ever. Nobody more valuable to his team than Shohei. The 0-1 to Garcia.
And we showed this before the game in our opening, a top 10 in the American League in all these categories as a hitter. Runs, home runs, slugging percent, OPS, extra base hits with 69 coming into the game. ERA coming into the game where he was at that 2.46, strikeouts over 200. Everything he has done on the mound and at the plate worthy of a wow from Shohei Ohtani.
He's so fiery, he's so competitive.
So he's thrown two different arm angles on his slider here too. Trying to get another strikeout on his cutter. I showed that earlier how much of an increase he's had on his spin rate on his slider this season as compared to last year. Got away with that curveball there. He knows it.
He's facing a lot of these hitters for the first time. Game plan firmly intact with Max Stassi. Never face Garcia. Ohtani will wait you out. 1-2. Off the plate, 2-2.
There's that arm angle. Try to create more horizontal break on his slider. The last time he tried that with Murphy, he went in through that two-seamer inside. That would tie him up pretty good if he threw a fastball inside now.
Swing and a miss. A strikeout for Ohtani. 1 down. He has 8.
Now 211 on the season. Oh, that is sharp. So you're dealing with a cutter and 2 different speeds and arm angles on a slider. And he gets so much leverage, and he uses that lower half. We talked and showed that comparison to strikeout per 9 with Nolan Ryan. Nolan Ryan used that lower half so well and so effectively. Shohei Ohtani is the same thing. Strong lower half and uses that to create that arm speed.
Starts off Shea Langoliers with a sinker at 96. A swing and a miss. Ground ball, Rengifo, couple of hops. A throw and a scoop. Duffy got it on the fly. Just picked it 2 down. Batter will be Nick Allen. Grounded out to Duffy to end the 3rd.
You look at the way the defense is set up. That's about as straight up of a defense against a batter that you'll find. Everyone in their normal positions. It means Allen is a guy that makes some contact, will hit it to all fields, almost like a David Fletcher.
Rengifo plays it fair, and Ohtani is through 6. And you got the crowd on their feet here at the Big A. Bottom 6 coming up.
Every time he steps up to the plate, goes into his windup, or runs one down.
Oh, you won't see a better one than that.
He competes not only against the other team, but against the toughest adversary, himself. MLB Tonight, where the best outdo their best on MLB Network.
The game is changing, and so are the shows that talk about it. MLB Network's Off Base.
What's going on, everyone?
A modern baseball show for the modern baseball fan.
It doesn't get much better than sitting around and talking baseball.
Only on MLB Network.
Spectrum Mobile has unlimited talk, text, and data. Save up to 40%. Go to SpectrumMobile.com today. By Cremily, taste the difference that makes a difference. Try Cremily, the official frozen yogurt of Angels baseball. And by Infinity, luxury should be lived in. Visit your local Infinity retailer today. Something cooking here at Angel Stadium tonight. 3-0 Angels over the A's, going for the sweep.
Shohei Ohtani dominating on the mound tonight.
Well, we had an inkling that the guy was going to deal. Expecting something special every single time he takes the mound. Jorge Ruiz, 13th game. Another one that just made their debut as the Oakland A's are in legit rebuild mode, sitting on 99 losses on the season. They have not lost 100 since 1979, their only 100-loss season. And Max Stassi, come on, Stassi, goes yard! Oh, did he need it? And the Angels catcher providing a little more support for his pitcher on the mound. 4-0 Angels.
And when you think about power numbers and success for Max Stassi, it generally is going to be on that first pitch. And he does it again. 3 home runs and a .425 batting average on the first pitch put in play. That is a smile you want to see from Stassi right there, entertaining us with that swing.
Oh, smiles all around. Let's get a little love for the pen, please. There you go. Now the smoke on the field after the fireworks. As Stassi provided going oppo. 9th homer of the year and 30th RBI on a nice play out there in right. Everybody's entertained right now.
Yes, that is Maximus. Entertaining us with the glove and the bat tonight. And the pitch calling.
1-2 to Soto.
186 home runs on the season for the Angels.
And Soto reaches right field with another knock. He's 2 for 3.
Just made contact, good things happen. Just by Diaz. Stayed away from Tony Kemp in that spot.
Yeah, good thing.
Keep him out in left field.
Still nobody out. Here's David Fletcher. Followed by the top of the order. And lifted towards right field. Capel is there. Has it. 1 down. Brings up Luis Rengifo. Switch hitters in baseball this year. Top averages for a switch hitter from the right side, and he has the highest batting average at .336, and now he'll move over to the left side, but this is how he started the game off. Lead-off home run is second this season. On the second pitch of the game.
And as a pitcher, you know, you had to throw some pitches at Shohei Ohtani in the top of the first, and right away you get that little breather with Rengifo hitting a home run to give you a lead like that. It's huge.
Two 2-0. Mike Trout on deck. Doubled and been intentionally walked. Didn't have that good grip on the bat. 16 home runs for Rengifo to go with 51.
He's
Runs driven in.
He's already had a game this year, Patrick, where he's homer for both sides of the plate. He's like, I need a better grip on the bat right now.
He's got the confidence working. Now towards left field. There's Tony Kemp. Long run. He's not going to get there. That'll give us a chance to give you a quick word from Hyundai.
It's your journey. Own it in the Hyundai Santa Fe.
One on, one out, and a 2-2 count coming to Rengifo, and a 4-0 Angels lead here, bottom of the 6th. Chases that one, strikes out for Rengifo. That'll bring up Trout. Just epic numbers put up here at the Big A for Trout this season. Doubled and scored a run. And the Ohtani RBI.
It's about nearly 50% first pitch fastball. Maybe Trout will get one of those.
Did. Off the plate. Crushed. Well, off the end of the bat coming in, making the play. Seth Brown. Sounded good. And here comes Ohtani. That sounds even better as he's got it working here tonight.
Nos impactó la historia de Clemente, lo que hizo por la cultura.
Trabajaba entre la noche, estudiaba en la mañana y entrenaba en las tardes. Así era, puedo decir, todo mi día, todos los días.
Minano basa si es que Shohei la club beito basco.
Que vaya campo makimo.
Si tú tienes en tu corazón sembrar deporte en alguien, puede cambiar la vida a quien sea.
Every time he takes the field, he competes not only against the other team, but against the toughest adversary, himself. MLB Tonight, where the best outdo their best on MLB Network.
Watch games and coverage all day, every day, your way on MLB Network.
And a season for the ages. And Shohei Ohtani looking for win number 15 on the season. He's already eclipsed 200 strikeouts. Looking to qualify as a pitcher as well as a hitter to make history. But he has really been unhittable tonight.
When you think about it, came into the game with a 13-game hit streak. Picks up a knock and an RBI, give him 14 straight games tops in the majors. And now look what he's doing on the mound, not allowing any of those hits going so far for Shohei Ohtani. 8 punch-outs, 6 incredible innings for Ohtani.
Last home start of the season, and it's a good one. What do you think is different about this start for Shohei when it comes to his arsenal from what we have seen in other starts?
I think the big pitch for him has been his cutter, including in a strikeout against Tony Kemp, who's going to be leading off here in the 7th inning. Walked him on a cutter, struck him out the next time. The only base runner of the game for Oakland is Shohei because he was on deck. It's a little time to get out there.
Here it is. The comparison usage this season and tonight is up 10%.
I mean, 1 strikeout on a cutter all season, 3 tonight.
Wow, does not get the call on that. Ball 1. Angels overload the right side of the infield. Fletcher in short right field. Rengifo alone on the left side. And the play is made by Duffy. He'll take care of business himself. 3 unassisted.
Shohei Ohtani getting some ground ball action here today. 9 outs via ground ball, including a ground ball double play. And when you look at what he has done this season coming in, just a 40.1% ground ball rate. Still feel that sinker is going to get more ground ball outs, and his cutter is going to get ground ball outs. It's a variety of a fastball, cut fastball.
They check, and yes, says Stu Sherwater. Strike 1 to Machine.
A 71.7 mile an hour curveball. That's 12-6 break. 7 pitch, 5th, 9 pitch, 6th. After that, very stressful as far as pitch count first inning, especially with Tony Kemp.
Split misses, 1-1. Foul away, 1-2.
Now that cutter, harder cutter, 91.
And Vimael Machine has hit Ohtani well coming in, as you mentioned, 3 for 4, but he has struck out twice tonight.
Both on sliders, though. The one down and in, last one. The other one started around the back part of the plate, caught a little bit more of the plate, but it got him looking. Still think a splitter would be real good here. That cutter again. This reaction, that didn't really cut a whole lot. That's most of our reactions as a pitcher, every pitch we throw. Like, please don't hit it.
That's been our reaction watching him. Just, you know, the emoji with the big googly eyes. That's what's going on here. The check, no swing.
Yeah, I don't think he went on that one. Definitely held up. Even though the hands are going forward, the bat, he kept the bat back.
Yep.
So he was able to get him to swing at a slider, back foot slider here. Kind of liking that pitch right now. Stassi setting up. Looks like he's moving a little bit towards the inside.
Count runs full.
Just missed on that one, getting to go after that cutter.
Well, they're into it tonight. As they should. The 3-2. Just got a piece. Crowd wanted it.
That was that slider he struck him out with, the last one.
Yep.
Would you try his sinker here now? He's thrown a variety of off-speed pitches.
You're right. I might go to the tried and true slider. And he certainly has all those options. He's got a tool belt like no other. Here it is again, the 3-2. Swing and a miss. He got him.
Got him 3 times on sliders, and the fans are loving it. Shohei Ohtani loving it, and he's pointing into Max Stassi. Max Stassi got him to throw this pitch to trust for Shohei to throw it. Because he shook off a couple signs, and right after the punch out, he points in to Max Stassi.
Oh, we're starting to hear the chants that we were calling for last night. Two outs here, Sean Murphy. In there, strike one. I like the sign that fan brought about this being the greatest season ever. We're not going to shake off that fan sign, that's for sure. Fouled off 0-2. How about the last at bat? All the pitches that Ohtani shook off.
And he's wanting to go to a certain pitch, but then Max is convincing him. He goes, all right, I want to go. All right, I agree with you here. And right after he got the strikeout, he pointed into Max Stassi. He goes, you were right.
And the 0-2.
Boy, Shohei almost, after he threw that baseball, he's almost at home plate. He's getting a lot into these throws right now, using that lower half. Boy, he muscled up on that slider at 87. Didn't quite get the chase from Murphy. Remember, he tied him up on a sinker in last at bat. After he fouled the baseball off, it was almost in the mid. Stassi on a slider.
The 2-2. Ground ball handled by Rengifo. The throw.
At Boll & Branch, we don't make bedding like everyone else. We make it better. We prioritize thread quality, not thread count. We source the finest 100% organic cotton to make the softest, most luxurious fabrics on earth. We're free from toxins, the way home should be. Boll & Branch is made different, so you can sleep better at night. Experience the difference at bollandbranch.com.
It's cheating. It's not even fair.
It's like the hitters know what I'm gonna throw every time.
I hate win reality.
I love it.
Be ready for real. Win reality.
We love going to games, but good seats get pricey. So we use Game Time. Game Time checks ticket prices in real time and finds you all the best last-minute deals. We got our seats 20 minutes ago for 60% off. Last-minute tickets at the best price in seconds. Download Game Time now.
late bottom is of the grand illusion. Shohei Ohtani first at bat. Base hit, 14-game hit streak. Tops in the majors. No hits allowed through 7 on the bump today for Shohei Ohtani. Doing it all again. Shohei Ohtani here, and the fans loving it.
Those are the best of times.
Yes.
Right here. And he's going to lead off. He's got an RBI single, 94 on the season. Bottom 7, 4-0 Angels. Hope you're enjoying this one as much as we are. Now it's going to be tough to get Ohtani. He runs awfully well. No chance. Infield single for Shohei.
Shohei Ohtani flying down the line. When you look on average speed going down, he's the fastest in the American League. How quick he's going down. Remember, he hasn't allowed a hit in this game. And he beats out an infield hit. Shohei Ohtani, his second hit of the game.
How about that? Fastest in baseball home to first. And he's the ace of the staff, if not the best in the game.
Have a 29.4 feet per second. That's just under elite speed. That would be 30.0. And by the way, he's dealing on the mound. No hits allowed. Punching batters out left and right.
Yeah, you don't have to tell me, partner. Oh, you got something special here. Taylor Ward's having a game. 3 for 3, including a home run. His 23rd, 23 homers on the season from the Angels right fielder.
Taylor Ward knows the strike zone so well. Know he has the green light if he get a pitch where he can hit the ball and hit it deep in the air.
What about Ohtani hustling down the line at almost 30 feet per second, and now he could be out there standing for quite some time, and of course we know what he's doing on the hill, so we'll just have to wait and see.
He's in such phenomenal shape, though. Phenomenal. Now in scoring position for Matt Duffy.
Walk to Ward, and we'll give you a quick word from Kia.
Presenting Kia's lineup of exceptionally capable all-wheel drive SUVs.
Duffy is 1 for 3. He's also hit into a couple of double plays. He's looking to make some amends right here. Ohtani at second, Ward at first. Nobody out. Bottom of the 7th. In on the hands, 0-2.
Matt Duffy's trying to go the other way, and he throws a fastball right in on his hands. Shohei with 2 hits on the night. Batting average now 275.
Offensively, he leads this team in hits, in RBIs, in runs. He qualified as a hitter, and he is looking to go the distance and qualify tonight as a pitcher. Two to Matt Duffy. He's made some nice plays defensively at first base. He's playing a lot of third of late. I forget that play Ohtani made off the mound. Catch by Duffy. Excellent defensive play. Now towards center field. Your starting pitcher at second is going to trot into third. He tags up, so it'll be first and third with one down.
Good piece of hitting there by Matt Duffy. He'll get a high five going in there, driving it deep enough to get Shohei to third base. Not much closer to be able to score and sit in the dugout for a little bit.
He's 90 feet away from adding on to help himself even more. Doesn't need much help tonight. Just like Stassi's home run, you know, Joe Adell could certainly use a little bit of a boost at the plate. Over three Ks, all swinging. Strike one. The eighth inning, be right in the heart of the Athletics order. Brown, Diaz, and Capel do up. Heads up, Googie. Right into the A's broadcast booth. Did Dallas Braden make a play?
He wanted it, I know that.
Well, he's been perfect before. Two on, one out, and a 2-2. Ace of Joe Adell.
Well, your goal right here now is to get that add-on run, but more importantly, get Shohei Ohtani a chance to sit on that bench for a little bit.
And another strikeout. And a tough night for Adell at the plate, 4 Ks. Hurricane Ian ravaged our neighbors in Southwest Florida. The Red Cross is on the scene providing shelter, food, comfort, and support. If you'd like to help with disaster relief, scan the QR code on your screen to make a donation. Saw that devastation in Fort Myers today. Our hearts go out to you all in the recovery. Stassi, who homered his last time up, 1 for 3.
Real good job behind the plate, yes, working with Shohei Ohtani once again. What a great relationship these two have.
Not a bad guy to get hooked up with, Shohei Ohtani. Build that relationship. Popped it up. Now towards right field, Capel is there. Well, not much rest for Ohtani. Not going to get off his feet. He's going right back out to the mound to continue something real special here tonight.
Did you know that ticket prices can actually go down right before the game? That's where Game Time comes in. Game Time tracks ticket prices in real time from thousands of trusted sellers, then shows you all the best deals. So we can get tickets at the last minute for up to 60% off. Download Game Time now.
To get more hits out here, start training in here. Introducing Win Reality. Game speed pitches anywhere, anytime. Hands in sync with eyes. Confidence in sync with your progress. Be ready for real. Win Reality.
If we weren't proud of the craftsmanship and level of detail that go into every pair of Warby Parker glasses, well, we probably wouldn't show you how they're made, including this part, which is our favorite. Wow. And this is also great. When you order a new frame, we custom cut and polish a pair of lenses just for you. Try 5 pairs for free at warbyparker.com.
What a thrilling, spectacular performance on both sides of the ball for Shohei Ohtani. We're in the 8th inning, and a crowd of 31,293 on its feet, trying to push this guy through a remarkable night. $31,000 strong. Gooby feels even a little louder.
Yep.
Kind of get goosebumps a little bit when they're on their feet, cheering for their guy. And he's going to deal with Seth Brown. He's going to lead off the 8th. Popped up. Is it going to be playable? And he makes the catch. He made the catch. Out number 1. What a play by Max Stassi.
What a game Stassi is having. Calling a great game, goes back to the netting and makes the play. Shohei Ohtani loving that defense by his battery mate. The concentration into the glove. The all-important first out here in the 8th. What a play by Stassi. Wow.
Up against the netting.
Crowdy goes, yeah, it's first out. Way to go, Maximus.
Oh, yes. Yes. A wink and a nod. He's got it. It's a big out. He gets Seth Brown. Here's Jordan Diaz. Strike 1.
That's when you got the umpires working with you. They're involved in this too. That was a little off the plate.
2 ground ball outs to Luis Rengifo. He's got to stay on his toes. Everybody is on their toes, including the fans and us here in the booth. Quickly 0-2 to Diaz. Edge of their seat. 90 pitches in. One out here, top of the 8th. Go 2. Swing and get a miss. He got him at 10. 10 Ks for Ohtani.
A wicked slider.
Two outs, here's Connor Capel. And there, he's getting the calls now. The cutter all over the strike zone. Crowd's up. They're up. The 1-2 is through for a hit. Connor Capel breaks up Shohei Ohtani's bid at his first no-hitter. Let him know, folks. Shows you how hard it is to accomplish. Very disappointing. You wanted it so bad.
But how about that pitch right after that? Incredible.
Yeah.
Just right back to focus.
He was putting the blinders on, right? Wasn't he saying, let's get right back in to lock it in and focus? You're right. Drat. One-two pitch. Capel just throws the bat at the ball.
You see how he just shortened up on his swing. Livan Soto was just trying to get to that backhand and be able to plant. I love that smile, and he's the ultimate teammate.
Yes. It would have taken a remarkable play by Soto to get up and somehow find a way to get Capel to first. The young man's probably feeling like he let his guy down. Don't feel that way. And that gets through for another hit. The Oakland A's have not been hit since since July 13th, 1991. That is the longest streak in the major leagues. July of 1991. That's how close Ohtani was here tonight. Did not throw a no-hitter in Japan.
He gave up a hit on a curveball there, a very good curveball. So he's given up some hits on his pitches he's been going to this entire season. His slider and curveball, the breaking ball.
Batter's going to be Shea Langoliers, 2 on, 2 out here, top of the 8th. 4-0 Angels. What a performance by Shohei Ohtani tonight. Sugoi. Pitch number 100. Slider, strike 1.
See if we can get a quick out here. Make that decision for Phil Nevin, a tough one after this inning.
Oh, 0-2. Back to the slider. You can tell he doesn't even need to look in at Stassi with the pitch calm with the runner at second base. Come to a decision.
It's a good try on that one, especially after he just got a McWeather slider the one before.
Ohtani's 1 1/3 innings shy of officially qualifying. He came in 153 innings pitched. Needed 9 to get to 162 to accomplish history, as no one's qualified as a hitter and a pitcher in the same season in the World Series era.
That's a pretty good take. Even Shohei had to acknowledge that pretty good take. So good with runners in scoring position, especially with 2 outs. Shohei.
As a hitter, runners in scoring position, leads baseball with a 1,272 OPS. As a pitcher, 4th in baseball, a 486 on base plus slugging against.
For me, Shohei knows, senses his body. This is going to be his pitch right here. This is his pitch. He knows his body. Trying to finish strong here. Sticking with that slider, staying with it.
Emptying that tank. Can't even fathom how tough it is to do what he does on both sides of the ball. Busting it down the line, 30 feet per second, standing on the bases. And then a performance like this on the hill. Full count. Aaron Loop on deck. This will be the big pitch here.
Trying to think, what's his best pitch? He's looking, thinking.
Season high in the pitch count is 111. Shohei's no-hit bid was broken up here with 2 outs in the 8th. Connor Capelli's at second, Garcia at first. And Rengifo on the backhand, long throw, and he got him. What a night for Shohei Ohtani. Ohtani Ichiban.
Covering the pennant chase? Serious business.
Boys, get on my back. You got no respect for me. No. Believe in me, baby. I'm playing Tetris so much I'm going cross-eyed.
It's no-nonsense analysis straight from the source.
Scotty knows.
I got donuts.
This time of year, we bring our game faces to work.
Whoa, coming at you. When we're on that couch, we are locked in.
Start flapping my arms.
MLB Big Inning brings you the biggest plays of the night, live as they happen. Don't miss the ultimate baseball highlight reel. It's nonstop action on MLB Big Inning, every night on MLB.tv.
Spectrum Mobile has unlimited talk, text, and data. Save up to 40%. Go to SpectrumMobile.com today. On the Orange County Auto Show, hundreds of the hottest new cars, trucks, EVs, and more, September 29th through October 2nd at the Anaheim Convention Center. And by Arrowhead, 100% mountain spring water fueled by nature. What a performance by Shohei Ohtani. 8 innings, scoreless. Just the 2 hits. He was 7 2/3 of no-hit baseball. And man, we really thought we were going to get a no-hitter from the amazing Shohei Ohtani, but still, what a pitcher. Ivan Soto facing Sam Selman, former Angel last year, also with the Giants. Was unable to come up with that baseball hit by Capel. This only increases Ohtani's best season of all time.
Yes.
Certainly doesn't hurt it, that's for sure.
You go 8 scoreless and you give up 2 hits, 1 walk, 10 strikeouts. Also 2 hits in a game, 14-game hit streak, an RBI giving him now 94 on the season.
So much fun to witness this type of history, you know, with everybody and talk about Ohtani. I've never seen a baseball player like him. He's the best player on the planet, and he transcends sports. Everybody was pulling for him tonight. I guarantee you, even Aaron Judge. Maybe not some of the East Coast bias media that gave Judge the MVP 6 weeks ago. Sorry, couldn't resist. I really think the voters need to really take a hard look at the decision they have to make when it comes to the American League MVP. Be swayed
I mean, and incredible. I mean, this is the smile on his face, knowing what he almost accomplished. Incredible. Nearly a no-hitter. 2 outs in the 8th. He had some really good defense play behind him. Got a lot more ground balls than he normally would throw. He threw a lot more cutters. Still managed to punch out 10. Get him 213 on the season.
So now he's at 161 innings, partner. This means he's just going to have to make that start next Wednesday in the last game of the season up in Oakland. You do think he's not coming back in this game, right?
I keep looking down at the dugout. I mean, the bullpen. Yeah, I would think so.
I mean, he's
but the thing, the trust that Phil Nevin has in Shohei Ohtani, as far as the conversations. How do you feel? What do you want to do?
I mean, now that, listen, if they're still got a no-hitter working, yeah, of course you press the issue. Nobody's up right now. Luke was up.
He's got that jacket on the left arm.
Shohei, it does not have a complete game in his career. Soto out towards center field, and Brown has it. First out after the game. I think we have a lot to talk about. Join us for the Angels Live postgame show presented by OC Navigator. Gooby will stick around to add a little something to it. Loop is now back up. He's just timing it, perhaps.
Yeah, he knows exactly his body, how many throws he needs to be ready to get out there and perform.
Fletcher came back with a hit here tonight, 1 for 3.
Well, by the way, Shohei Ohtani's ERA right now, 2.35. 2.35. And the last I saw was he's hitting 275. 2.35 on the mound.
Well, that's 6 in all of baseball.
161 innings pitched, 213 strikeouts.
Fletcher pops it up. Garcia has it for the second out. Ohtani's 4th in the American League in ERA right now, 2.35.
I mean, Verlander dealt again yesterday. I think right now you're looking at Cy Young as Justin Verlander. But Shohei Ohtani's not all that far away.
He gets the win here tonight. He's only 2 wins shy of Verlander. Verlander's ERA at 1.80.
I mean, that's, yeah, 1.80 is pretty incredible.
It is. And Ohtani, especially with this, you lead the league in the ERA and wins, you're likely going to win it. But Ohtani's a top 3 Cy Young in the American League. Has to be. I mean, there's Cease, Fromber, Manoah. That'll be an interesting vote also. Renifo led off the game with a homer, his 16th. Also has an infield single. 2 for 4. Hitting 274. And with this plate appearance, if not his last, this is his 5th here tonight, he will officially qualify as a hitter for the first time in his career. Not easy to do, especially as a pitcher. The Angels have not had many 162 innings pitched. Shohei's 1 shy.
We get to look at his numbers for quite a while up to the last game of the season when he goes back out to pitch, qualifying with 161 innings pitched now for Shohei. What a job. Look at that relationship. They're still talking. Max Stassi, great behind the plate. Outstanding play on that pop-up by the netting.
Yep.
Shohei and him on page all night.
Out towards right field. Renifo trying to dump that in there. But coming in, and the man that broke up the no-hitter, Connor Capel, makes the catch. 3 outs to get. Be right back for the ninth.
Roberto Clemente, que ha impactado Puerto Rico y el mundo.
Esta pieza que estamos haciendo ahora es porque nos impactó la historia de Clemente.
Roberto Clemente, one of the outstanding baseball players in the game today.
Y no es el deporte, no es la figura, no es los puntos, no es eso, es lo que hizo por la cultura.
I always work with the youth in Puerto Rico, and I would like to keep working with the youth, which it means a lot to me.
Join Kevin Millar and Steven Nelson on a quest for legends worthy of the sacred prize. It's unpredictable pennant chase coverage that will have you on the edge of your seat. Join the adventure on Intentional Talk, only on MLB Network.
First of his career, second of the season for the Angels. He took it all the way into the 8th inning. 2 outs, but 10 strikeouts. He came in with 203, so yeah, 10. He's got 213. Lowered that ERA, as Scooby pointed out, to 2.35. If you had a game to win, I don't see who else you would go to besides Shohei Ohtani, because not only have him on the mound, but you got him at the plate, and he had 2 hits, and he extended his hitting streak to 14 games. It was something special to see.
I just love his reaction throughout the whole game, and that smile still on his face. He knows he did something incredibly special here tonight. It's amazing. Just 1 inning away from qualifying now. 161. Yep. 213 strikeouts in 161 innings pitched.
So that strikeout per 9 will lead the league, and as you said, great point that he will qualify as a pitcher all the way up into game 162. You know, you better believe he'll be on the hill up in Oakland to finish off this 2022 campaign. So Aaron Loop is in his 63rd game. Oh, we were close to making some more history here in the booth. Man, everybody was open.
He just felt the energy for his teammates, the plays they were making throughout the game. Everyone on their toes. I love what Shohei did when he made that throw to Matt Duffy. It was a tough play because he can't see the throws. With the runner going down the line, made a nice play.
Angels looking for their first 3-game sweep of the A's here at the Big A. They go back to August, late August of 2017. In fact, they've already surpassed their win total versus the Athletics for the past couple of seasons. I mean, this has been a tough out, Oakland, but this year they've gotten the better of them. Going to go 12-4 with a win. That's fair ball in the right field corner for Nick Allen. And he's in with the leadoff double. That's his 13th double of the season.
And he just went and started to make some contact and break down the first base line just inside the bag. Tells you how difficult it is, really, when you think about throwing a no-hitter. Just a swing like that. We saw how that no-hitter was broke up by Shohei. Gable just made contact. That baseball, he was up there, the sole purpose of trying to make contact. To his credit, did a really good job making contact on that ball.
Yeah. Pinch hitting is Jonah Bride for Tony Kemp. Imagine Ohtani-san was trending, moving the needle here tonight on social across the world. Great interactions with everybody across the country.
He went on that one.
What? Oh wow, CB.
Wow. I mean, that is almost a full swing. Trout's out in center field going, whoa, whoa. What about that against me, my second at bat?
Exactly. It counts 3-1. And that's a walk, so first and second. And you see how Nevin feels there. Here's the immediate reaction to that check swing.
I mean, that's a full swing.
See if the Halos start to get a little action in their bullpen. Backup loop here. Tying run down the on-deck circle. Another pinch hitter, Chad Pinder. Still work to be done.
Just got to think, all you are one pitch away from 2 outs here.
Two and 0. Allen and Bride aboard. 2-0 to Pinder. In there 2-1.
Remember, Aaron Luke came in that last game out, came in with the bases loaded for Shohei and got through that with nothing allowed.
So Tepera starting to loosen up in the pen. So into the seats, so the count's going to be 2-2.
Good change up there from Loop. back with another one.
Almost identical swing, just got a piece. Stays alive.
Some sinkers in there and back-to-back changeup. It cut her first pitch. Ooh.
Bush just got out of the way of that.
Well, that was on him quickly.
Yep. Of course, Suarez. Still nobody out, 2 on, and a 2-2. Laid out towards right field. Taylor Ward on a long run and makes the play. That's big out. Allen is going to tag up.
Good route by Taylor Ward. That ball was hit hard by Pinder the other way. He's got good power. See where he's at and how far he's got to run back. A good direction he took on that one. Runs it back, gets it in quickly. Do you still keep that double play in order?
Remember, it was against this A's team. Right back into that right field corner. Hit that wall. Snag it to Kemp. Line drive. But no problem there for Ward. Here's Sean Murphy's 0 for 3. He's hit into a double play, but that double play now no longer in existence. As Bride moves up to second. Difference. First base open. 1 out. Hits him. Bases are going to be loaded. It's going to bring up the tying run. And also it's going to bring out Matt Wise.
It's that cutter. Right on the thigh. Sean Murphy.
Seth Brown at the plate now. He's got 25 homers. It's getting a little too close for comfort here. Ball 1.
Just trying to get that ground ball in an infielder.
One ball, 1 strike.
Brown has rolled into 7 double plays.
Brown 0 for 3 versus Loop in his career. Got out of that bases loaded jam in Minneapolis against the Twins. got himself into this one. Off the plate, 2-1. Soft contact. And only going to be able to get the out at first base.
Yeah, all you're doing at this point of the game is outs. That's all you're looking for is outs, and it's Phil Nevin's going down to the bullpen now.
A's break up the shutout as Allen scores. They are 2 outs now in the top of the 9th. 1 to get. Pitching change to Parra coming in for the save.
Every time he takes the field, he competes not only against the other team, but against the toughest adversary, himself. MLB Tonight, where the best outdo their best on MLB Network.
Up for the performance from Shohei Ohtani tonight. His 5th time in his career. Luby's gone 8 innings, and he was flirting with a no-hitter, 7 2/3. And we've seen him some tremendous outings in Houston on April 20th when he had that perfect game going into the 7th.
And he had everything working. That's where he really felt he discovered how good his slider can be. And he carried. That was back on April 20th, so he carried it from that point forward and has been dominating with his slider. Now, different arm angles, different speeds with his slider, and mix in his cutter today.
Man, he was so good. Ryan Tepera coming in for his 5th save of the season. Ohtani's in some territory that only 2 other pitchers have done. He coming in with the 14 wins, a 2.47 ERA. Now it's lower, 2.32, and the 11.9 strikeouts per 9. Only 2 other pitchers can say that. Pedro Martinez, Randy Johnson in history. First pitch gets away and the run comes in, 4-2. Now pitch by Tepera.
He overthrew that breakable. Stephen Vogt at the plate for Oakland.
Pinch hitting for Jordan Diaz. And he represents the tying run in his last season. I'm sure he'll get another moment quite as big as this one here to end his career on. Tepera and Vogt have never squared off. 1-1. Drill towards right field, hit really well, but Taylor Ward, he has it! Light it up, ball game. Angels win 4-2. And Shohei Ohtani picks up his 15th win of the season.
Boy, Stephen Vogt had a lot of big hits in his career against the Angels. He hit that ball hard, but Taylor Ward, 2 solid plays in the outfield. Shohei Ohtani, the story, 8 shutout innings, 10 punch-outs, base hit to get that hit streak going at 14 games in RBI. An incredible day by Shohei Ohtani. One for the ages again. Ohtani-san.
Extends his hitting streak to 14. Ohtani's 15-8. Got a little interesting there at the end. Tepera picking up the save, but
it's all about the drama, Patio.
Yeah, thank you. We had it all here tonight. Thought we were getting a no-no. Otsukare-sama deshita, Ohtani-san. Who else will be our Toyota player of the game? Then the great number 17, Shohei Ohtani, who is standing by right now with our Erica Weston.
All right, Patrick, thank you very much. Shohei, another dominant outing by you on the mound tonight. You were 4 outs away from something very special. How much did you want this one tonight to end in your first career no-hitter?
自身初のノーヒットノーラン、どれぐらい達成したかったですか？
まあすごい狙ってはというか気にはしてましたけど、それよりはランナーためないように4点差だったのでなるべくランナーためないようにっていうのを考えてました。
Yeah, I know the no-hitter was going on, and I wanted it badly, but more than that, it was only a 4-run game, so I was just focused on not putting runners on base.
You said in Houston that you knew you had... Shohei, you said in Houston back in April that you knew you had a perfect game going into that one. At what point did you know that you had not allowed a hit tonight?
どの時点でノーヒットノーラン続いてるって気づきましたか？5回ぐらいですかね。I noticed it was a no-hitter in the 5th inning.
All right, Shohei, last one for you. Last start here at home this season. All the fans here in attendance in front of you chanting MVP for you tonight. What does that mean for you?
今季本拠地でのラスト登板で、このようなみんなのファンの前でも MVP チャントもありましたけど、どうでしたか、ファンの皆さんは。
できれば9回投げ切って答えたかったなっていうのが正直なところでしたけど、勝ててよかったなと思います。
Yeah, I wanted to answer all the fans by completing that no-hitter, but unfortunately I couldn't, but just glad we got the win.
Got the win. Well done, Shohei. Thank you. All right, guys.
Erica, thanks very much. Every time he takes the hill, steps on this great field, the diamond, he shows why he's one of the best ever.
And the way he competes, how all of a sudden he's using his cutter to get strikeouts today. Had 1 strikeout with his cutter all season, gets 3 today. We went back to the key of the game, the grand illusion. He is the grand illusion every time he takes the plate, at the plate or on the mound. Incredible effort once again by Shohei.
Masterful here tonight. He picks up win number 15 on the season. And as he pointed out, more importantly, the Angels were victorious. They pick up win number 70 on the season and a sweep of the Oakland A's. But stick around for a complete wrap-up of a tremendous performance of the Angels Live. Ken French, Tim Salmon, Garrett Anderson, Erica Weston, Gooby and myself will stick around as well. And he avoided the splash.